And I think at the center of it all, for me, it is exactly what Mr. Rupert have said.
Zim starting to pop. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It was a wild day. We even had a lot of calm and meditation. So we'll get into that. But you just had a bad bond auction. You had rumors of European and German finance minister meeting with Besant. And that got things moving, but now the bad bond auction, and then even like Apple, OpenAI news, that kind of just caused this little sell. But generally, we're in the range, still moving small. And as we listen to Trump here, he hasn't made anything market moving. But yeah, we're still now dumping after the little bond auction. So we're going to get into Philo in a little bit, but yeah, here it is.
Thought that the minister would address the issue of land expropriation and how the policy works in South Africa. Recently, President, as you were preparing to come here on the news, in I think it was in Natal.
So Tyler, that type of comment gets you banned.
Of farms.
So let's see, you have no other Chad facts? I know you've been here for a while, so that's such a waste. But yeah, brother, why would you do that? I don't even care what you say. You're already banned. But be at peace. Reduce the noise. Spy getting bigger.
Without compensation, but it is a willing buyer, willing seller, and that white farmer was even saying, President, that the government is even paying more in buying the land than what the land is worth of. And I think those are the realities, President, that we must say that we need to address, of course. But also the importance of agriculture linked to AGOA. People rely on...
Okay, dude, everything's starting to get washed now.
For survival and
yeah, all of them.
But lastly,
everything's getting... Bro, this is all stupid.
Of the crime statistics.
It's going to stop eventually. But if it doesn't stop, you guys realize what this is, right? Yeah, this is just all off the bond auction. Like I'm telling you, this whole, like, Japan, the debt, all of that, that's it. They just waited to use this as an excuse. But until, like I said, once we break a new low, now you've moved more in 20 minutes than you've moved every hour that we were chilling. But literally, this bond auction, debt freak out, rates, all of that, that's it's a feedback loop. That's what I was saying earlier. Because now it's like, why would you sell? Because you're like, well, the yields and then the bonds. And then the deficit, and then now of Japan, and then global bond yields are high. So then if bond yields are high, growth is going to change. And then if growth is going to change and higher bond yields in the dollar, then I'm going to... So you see what I'm saying? It's a fucking feedback loop spiral. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. It wasn't in the scope of the fear and everything. That's it. But everyone's using this as an excuse to dump now. But yeah. Great progress on tax bill. Now that sounds even worse because now you have people not showing up to bond auctions, setting the stage for a failed auction, and then now you have a fat-ass bill about, like I said, Liz Truss moment.
From the standpoint of South Africa, but also, I'm trying to say...
So yeah, I'd lock in a little bit. This is big now, unfortunately. It shouldn't be, but it is. So like I'm saying now, you've moved here. You're now below 5,900. It's either going to bounce back above it, or it's going to flush down.
No matter where. Rwanda, I have nothing to do with Rwanda and the Congo, but I felt I had a very talented person in this administration, and I sent him there. And he did an unbelievable job, I think. I mean, we're going to find out, but he's done the hardest part of the job. It should happen. If I can save lives, I want to save the lives. If it's in Africa, that's great. If it's in Europe, if it's wherever it may be. And it's a very small investment to do, believe me, compared to what the consequences are. So I hope we can do something. Look, I have so many friends. These two men, I have great admiration for them because I know what they do for a living. Yeah. And that's a very hard living. Going from city to city, from country to country, and hitting a ball 350 yards like they do. And
better than you and I.
Getting the ball in the hole. It's a very tough, with lots of people watching, right?
Yes,
that's a very tough living. They're champions. I respect champions. And I respect very much, and I think the country is very lucky. They really wanted to be here.
That's true.
They could be elsewhere. They could be on a beautiful fairway someplace, and they wanted to be here.
Glad you brought
So.
My name is
Alexander Mobile from Newsroom Africa.
How about now? My bad. So yeah, like I was saying, is all the bond auction, it could have a bounce eventually, but anything below 5,900 is going to get a little bigger. So lock in. This is it. And then Trump hasn't said anything. People, I think this is just, like I said, the vigilante, Liz Truss moment. We were just talking about it. So yeah, keep that in mind.
And we are privileged to be the president of the G20, but we are even overjoyed that we are going to hand over to the United States, who are the originators. And for that reason, I expect the United States to continue playing the leadership.
Yeah, so 5, 8,
in
7,
the G20
and then 7, 5. But you're actually at the levels I told you about already.
I've said,
or 6, 5, 6, 7.
To President Trump
So 20 more points.
To come to South Africa for a state visit, and I also want him to come and participate in the G20.
Like I said, the auction was bad. I've seen worse, but with bonds at the low, bond auctions failing, and bond vigilantes and everybody panicking, I think it just caused this move.
Thank you. Thank you. They don't want to leave.
Okay, going lower. Alrighty. So it's selling on more. We should have took the double dip. I thought it was going to chill for a second. But my only reservation is that this is still like, it's just getting big now. So my only reservation is like, I don't even count. Everything up until here doesn't even count in my mind. So now I'm just looking at this candle right here. So let's see how we do at 65. But again, I was telling you, the market wants a Liz Truss moment. These motherfuckers with bonds and everything, failed bond auctions, a damn terminal can take out an auction. So, yeah, that's it. 10-year or 30-year rises above 5. 10 years breaking to a new point. All your mortgages got more expensive. But like I'm saying, up until here, this is the panic zone. Just breaking that low. But this moved more in that day. And again, it's all off the bond auction. I don't think it's the black swan yet, but it's setting the stage. Like, again, we were just talking about all of this a couple hours ago during all the calm music. So maybe I might need to get that back on. Here you go. Yeah, I still have it. So yeah, this is only freaky because of here. It just moved way more. I think they're taking advantage of the pressure. But yeah, I wouldn't really trip yet. But you should know what's causing the movement. Does that make sense? You have to understand this feedback loop. You have to understand bonds, the deficit, all of that. So yeah, there it is. But watch out. Every single one of these candles is just getting eaten up. So literally it'll have a bounce and then it's just getting met with volume to the downside. There's a lot of supply. Like I'm saying, as bonds, I think there's some automatic rotations. And not to forget, there is still a lot of people under positioned. So now we're down 0.8, down 1%, down 1.7 on the Dow. So broadly speaking, everybody else is getting clapped. So tech, like I told you in the morning, you knew this. Again, equal weight is down 1.6 now. So 587, you got like 5 more points. Anything below here starts to get like more fear. Like I'm telling you, you break below the 67. Now we start talking low 5800s. All right, now Bitcoin dropping. It was leading during all of this, believe it or not. We are dumping. It's all off the bond auction. Hopefully you know the reason why. The Apple stuff didn't help, but yeah. State Department gives 4 Cuban regime officials gross violations of human rights. That don't matter. All right, new low. I'm waiting for CoreWeave. I have one on watch. I told you I have a sweet spot, mother effer. You gonna see it. It's gonna be amazing if it happens. I think Wall Street's gonna buy it, or they're gonna keep trying to sell it, but I would be ready. I gave you the watch list yesterday, and I just told you it's no longer about, like, global bond yields is the issue, you guys. That's it. Everyone's trying to tell you it's about America. Oh, Donald Trump. And Donald Trump's not helping. The big, beautiful bill is adding pressure, but now everybody. So, like I'm telling you, UK yields, Japan, Australia, and there's one more. And then us. All right, now you're flushing. This is your zone, my friends. That's it. You're freaking out now. Now it's an overreaction, but this is where the price action, like I'm saying, if you can't hold here, you held 5,900, you were going to hold your little fucking day of doing nothing. But now, if you can't hold 67, you're going to go to 58.20. So that's another 40 points after not moving 40 points in 2 days up until the auction, to give you an idea. So speed. Stop and go, like we talked about. Now we're up. Now the speed is just whoop. So you got to be ready for that. But yeah, just watch out here, though. Unfortunately, you're playing the same catalyst. This is just the bonds. That's it. But look, bonds haven't stopped, but bonds are way, way down. And then everybody else is dropping. So bond music pretty much just caused I gave you a good reason to sell shit off. Or to pump a narrative. Call it what you want. I wouldn't call it a black swan. That's the irony. It wasn't a failed auction, but they're acting like it is. I thought they were going to actually try to get a failed auction, then do this. So I don't trust it, but unfortunately, you're moving a lot. So now you have to pay attention. That's it. You're out of the zone. Like I'm saying, you could end at 58.20 if this gets worse, maybe lower, maybe 5,800. And now we're talking about a 100-point down day. Yeah, NASDAQ down by 1 now. SPY down 1, 2. The other one's down even more. Equal weight's down almost 2%. A strangle addict, no, flex addict. Again, as you guys see here, I'm not telling you about plays. I'm telling you the information. So please don't use that as an opportunity to tell everybody about your plays. No one cares. We are being unbought by what has been. So 58.64 now Bitcoin. So risk off. Someone's getting washed. So take a look, see if gold starts dumping. Then you know. Other than that, it's cap. So yeah, the movement's big comparatively, but let's see. Okay, look, now gold's dump. Watch out, bro. If gold dumps, oh yeah, this will get ugly. If gold stays up, though, it might be cap. That's it, because no one's getting liquidated. All right, going one more. So yeah, 5,800. Just watch out for it. I'll give you a premium check. I told you UVXYs yesterday were cheap. They're up 70%. It's not too bad. It just depends. But yeah, nope. All the volatility plays. You could do a debit spread. If you have any VIX debit spreads, that's how you could do it for cheap. If gold dumps, then that just means someone's getting liquidated. That's why I'm saying it's just like, first it started with bonds, Then Bitcoin was holding up, and now risk on is going. And then that's why I'm saying what I'm looking for, if you really want me to panic, I need to see risk off everywhere. But for now, it just started with bonds. I think we were just holding back this move, and then now it's starting to do all of this. So look, now Bitcoin. So somebody just sold a shit ton of Bitcoin. Wait till they need to sell gold. But yeah, I mean, I already told you again, now you're going 20 points at a time. So now you're at 58.50. So now that 59 didn't hold, like I was saying, 58.20, that's your next stop. Otherwise, 5,800, and this is all from the bond auction. Did the bond auction warrant it? That's debatable. But again, feedback loop in rates and this worry, new low, that's what got everybody tripping, I think. The yen's going up, but bond yields in Japan are going higher. Some plays are still green though, like green play from the morning, like even Google. Those are still up. So again, I think any of this stuff that was just already down got worked even more. Like look at healthcare. Okay, that's your first bounce on bonds. Someone transferred 174,000 Bitcoin to Coinbase to liquidate. Maybe they need the Bitcoin on exchange, you know? It was a bad auction, but it wasn't the worst. Like I said, knowing what happened yesterday and around the world, this kind of makes sense. But it was a bad auction, but I think what happened the last couple days set everybody off. Do you guys remember when we would overreact to bond auctions and then we'd ignore them? You guys remember that dynamic? So we were back to ignoring bond auctions. And then what happened? Yes, again, I made a whole watch list on it yesterday. I'm telling you guys, hey, everyone's talking about America, but guess what? You have a damn issue. Like everybody's yields are going up. You see what I'm saying? So I think after that scenario, people were sensitive, and then the bad bond auction came in, and then everybody was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then the rates hit a new high on the 10-year, on the 20-year, and then that caused the whole little cycle. And then, yeah, but that wasn't a failed auction. I think we'll have a worse auction in the future, and this will be a sample of what you're getting, but I just think people are a little jumpy. And then rates, the danger zone. Like I told you guys, anytime TLT goes below this yearly point, that's when the pressure is going to start. So I think as we get there, that'll start to happen. But I do think it's a little bit of an overreaction. But it makes sense in the context of everybody paranoid and worried about higher global bond yields, which is objectively true, and that bond auction added one more piece of evidence to that. This was just a teaser, though. This was all what yesterday's watch list was about, but this isn't it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is just wait. I think this was a teaser, sadly. Because I think we might get closer to a failed. Again, I was talking about it months ago, but we've had this discussion way too many times. I don't ever talk about failed bond auctions, and now this topic has been swirling around. So, yeah, I think this wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers acting like they got a failed auction, but I think they're just being jumpy and, oh my God. And then again, the psychological level, 5%, and then a new high on 10-year, you know? But generally, it's just the vibe. I think if you really want to understand and not be too swayed, like I'm telling you, it's global bond yields. Everybody is trying to say America. Shut the fuck up. It's not just America. It's everywhere. Literally, the UK, Australia, Japan, everyone's bond yields. You think you just downgraded the United States? They borderline just fucked up global credit because now everybody has to re-rate, which may or may not happen, but yeah. So other than that, though, this is all just, I think, yield pressure hitting us a little bit on a day where last 2 days we haven't done much. I can't dumb it down. No, you gotta just pay more attention. Because again, I mean, you could ask people in here. I've taken drug dealers, and they know more about the bond market than kids interning at J.P. Morgan. You know, but it's a complex topic. It's not. You know, I wish I could dumb it down beyond all of the dumbing down I have given, but to some degree, you gotta just kind of lock in and understand it once, because once you get it, that's it. But yeah, I don't think the ability, you know, I taught this to myself, all of it I taught myself, so you could learn it. No, don't use the job excuse. Everybody has a job. I bought 2 houses in the last 60 days. I'm working too. You know? So, priorities. It's not anything else. Other than that, there is just a limit where you got to meet me halfway. So, I'm glad you guys are working, and I know that you all have your own thing, but so do I. And you have to, but yeah, you got to meet me halfway, bro. That's the best I could give you. If it's a dead cat, nah, he's just stupid. Nobody even knows what they're reacting to. So yeah, I think global bond yields, sometime before the end of the year, you might hear more about failed auctions. We'll find out. Alright. Well, let me send the Philo alert, and then let's begin. I got a good one for you. Market will like it.
Relatively new. We're way up there in the first quarter of this year. Now, just to note that we did see a little surge early this morning in mortgage demand from home buyers, but that fell back last week when rates jumped up near 7% again. Today's buyers are extremely rate sensitive, and as you see, we're back over 7% this morning. 705, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were at, 460 on the 10-year a moment ago. That doesn't bode well. Diana, thanks very much, Diana Olick. Coming up, our next guest is worried that tech stocks have risen too far too fast, something J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon warned about at their Investor Day. We'll get those details next, with the NASDAQ down nearly 1%, Dow down 665. And speaking of tech, check out Apple sliding again and on pace for a 6th straight day of losses. Its worst streak since last March. We're down more than 3% in that time, and it comes as OpenAI is buying Johnny Ive's firm in a $6.5 billion deal. More after this.
0.57%, the 2-year 4.01%. Joe mentioned the 30-year 5.06%. Spot gold up $20 the ounce, up 0.6%. West Texas Intermediate crude down 5/10, 61.70 a barrel on WTI. And we absolutely
there's a
cannot
Boeing
ignore
headline.
the surge in Bitcoin today, up by 0.4%.
I think there's a bunch of old headlines going around, and then LVMH is talking again, but it's also bouncing with the market.
Today for Bitcoin. So recapping here, Treasury yields
Yeah,
are
Boeing's
jumping,
Pentagon
10-year
spokesman. I don't think it's big.
4.57%. Stocks are selling off. S&P down 52, a drop there of 0.9%. Balance of power continues.
They
right
all
now.
have that.
Back we
They
go
got
to
bad
Washington.
vibes,
More on the
bro.
markets coming up once again.
They don't even
Let's
sound
go
the
back to
same.
Joe, Matthew, and Caleb.
I'm just gonna play this. Let me just finish going. Let me get ready, and you just gonna vibe. That energy, bro. That's it. It's bad energy. Like you actually like feel it. You guys can probably hear me in the bathroom now. I love it, dude. I know, man. I think it's very good vibes. So, Chattadonia. Even the claps are loud. Oh, man. But I love it, bro. Chad. Thank you guys, man. You have no idea. Look at the market, bro. I've been in a great mood all year. I've been trying to explain it to everybody, but I'm glad I got to give you guys a glimpse into my world. You know that? For real. This is what I've been telling you guys. Chill, bro. I don't even understand everything, man. I'm not even walking around. Like I said, I bought the dip perfectly. I had no idea what I was doing. Again, everything, bro. I don't listen to nobody. That's why, like, for real, you gotta meet me halfway. But at the same time, bro, like, I see the damage that they are doing to you guys. You get it? I could tell what you guys listen to. You know that? I could tell if you're locked in or not. I could tell with the questions you ask and the noise. You see what I'm saying? You're allowing confusion to enter into your mind. You're giving it a window through your eyes. You're welcoming it in with your ears, and don't be surprised when it comes out of your heart and your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that disrespectfully, because like I'm telling you, look at today, bro. This is stupid. All I did was play a little fucking track, and you could feel the vibe shift. I saw so many of you go, Target, should I buy Target? Oh, you just talked about Target. Should I buy Target? Target, oh, Target. You guys just calm down. Do you understand that? Oh, dude, it's just the sound. They call it whatever you guys want. The hertz, this, that, it doesn't matter. This is in you. This is what I was trying to say. I'm like, bro, every day, bro, when I turned off the noise, I'm waking up like this every day. Bro, I just live my own life. I'm living in a beautiful world, bro. So are all of you. But that's why it's like, don't let the world get to you, bro. Stop letting this stuff bother you. But you do have to, like, be silent and be still, bro. And it's not easy. Like, I think you guys see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, why is it so hard to just be silent? You know what I'm saying? I hope you tried yesterday's Philo. Because I hope you saw what I was telling you, bro. It's not easy. Even I realized it myself, where I'm like, man, even when I'm calm too, it's like I have so much on my heart and in my mind. And even when you try to be silent, your mind starts running about how to be silent. Oh, man. So, Chad, are you ready for Philo? Do I even need to give you the disclaimer? Because I'll ban you if you're off topic. Focus on stocks if you want, but it's good workflow, bro. So that's it, man. And like I'm saying, if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. In whether it's Philo or not, I think, whatever good or bad you've seen or judged me on, I think you can see it, bro. And that's why I want you guys to do good, because you guys are the fruit. People should see a lack of confusion in how you move. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Go wherever you want. And if you want confusion to fill your head as a young man go ahead. You see, but you guys got to decide. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about a choice today a little bit. But before I do that, can I blow your guys' mind right now? I'm going a little crazy. You know that? I discovered something about God that blew my mind. I don't know why I keep having this. I'm grateful for all of the things that have been revealed to me, because I'm like, man, this is amazing. Oh, man. But I'm about to drop something that is, oh, dude, this is going to be hard to comprehend, but it makes sense. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? I have other things to tell you, but do you guys realize that God is not bound by time or physics like you and I are? Do you understand that? Do you know what that really means? God is not bound by time. God is not bound by physics. Now, hear me. This does not mean that the Lord is going to change your bank account and you have a miracle in the physical realm. Okay? If you are thinking like that, you are treating God like a sugar daddy. You are not treating him like your father. Do you understand? The Father wants good things for you. He don't want to just give you gifts that you think are gifts because they're sweet. So think about this. He is not bound to the physical realm. My brother, that means he's active in yesterday. Do you understand that? He's active right now. He's here with us right now. And he's also in tomorrow, in the future, in 5 years. You know that? That's why you got to be careful. You know that? That's why I stopped praying. And I stopped wishing bad things for people that did me wrong. You know why? Because you're only thinking about what that person did to you. God already knows what they're planning for the next 10 years. You're not in that moment. You don't get it. None of us will. None of us could ever exact justice like our Lord can, because he's the only one who knows. You see what I'm saying? He is so precise that he is the only one that could give justice without turning evil. Wow, y'all don't feel me. Let me say that again. He's the only one that could give justice without turning evil. Because we live in a world now, you look at the courts, the judges, and you're like, I don't know, is that justice? Right? You even look at Josh Bannon, you're like, is that Yeah, you're right. My God is the only one. We're all biased, self-interested, flawed humans. Oh, I hope we could all understand it. But that's not even the main point, G. The main point is he is in a different realm. Do you understand? Like, let me just tell you, this is what I realized. Stop praying about what's going to happen. You don't say, God, protect me tomorrow. No, it's my Lord. You are already in that moment tomorrow. Give me what I need. You're already in there. You know, you live in a different time frame. You're God. You're in that moment. You know what's in my future. You're living in my future right now. You know what I need. Give me my protection. Give me what you have for me. My wisdom, it's there, but you're in the future. I don't need to tell you what I want to happen when you're already living in it. Bro, is that not mind-blowing? Guess what? I'm going to blow your mind again. Bro, pray to God about things that already happened. And I'm not talking about ruminate on the past and don't let go and you can't let go of. No, that's not what I'm telling you. This gives me goosebumps, bro. This is the one I've struggled with because it's always broken my heart. Have you ever been worried about somebody and then they died? I have. You know how many friends I have who have died? And I have no idea where they are right now. At all. And I used to be like, man, God, I hope they good. No, bro. You could pray back in time. You say, Lord, you're in that moment. Lord, you're even in the past. I hope you revealed yourself to them. Reveal yourself to them while they were still alive. Only he could do that. You don't know if he did or not. Like do you understand what I'm saying physically? In time. Some of you you won't feel me. You're still too worldly, but I'm talking time. I've never thought about it like this, bro. I'm telling you, he's living in our tomorrow. He's living in 2030. You don't need to say, God, I said, God, you're in 2030. Set me up for that right now. But you're already in that moment. Again, the friends I've lost, I say, I don't need to rack my mind over if they're in heaven or hell or whatever. It's simply like, God, you are God, the creator of time. I pray that in that moment that they were still alive, you revealed yourself to them. My man, anything is possible. So yeah, this blew my mind. You're going back down again too. So that little relief while Philo started. See if you get round 2. It's pretty crazy. That's just your intro, man. And that's why, man. God's already in your future, bro. Stop limiting him to time. It's just different, bro. That's why one day is an hour to us. 1 hour to him is nothing, or it's eternity. It's just different, bro. And again, we think so weird. We're humans. That's the beauty of our freedom and everything else we get. You know what I'm saying? But it comes with the territory, the bias, the anger, the flaws of humanity. But now, this is what I really want to talk about. I hope that last one just trip you out and you think about it, because that really did open my mind, bro. I'm telling you, I never really thought about God in the past. I've always prayed to God about my future, but I never acknowledged him already. He lived my days already. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking him to come back from what the future is and come back to me. It's a trip, bro. But here's the big thing, because like I said, man, I don't know, the music, whatever. I hope you guys calm down. And being still. God will speak to you once you have nothing left to say. And I just don't think we all realize how much we truly have to say. There's so many thoughts and everything, your heart to your mind. You live in this modern world, bro. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of noise. So, you got to be silent. Be still. That was what yesterday was about. But I'm going to just tell you right now what the problem is. This is why I hope you all have heart. I hope you have peace. I hope after today, some of y'all break out of this cycle. I hope some of y'all tap in, bro. Next level. And what I'm talking about is that the problem that many people have when it comes to like belief, belief in spirit and God, it's that we go through cycles and occasions. That's it. One moment I'm spiritual, next moment I'm not. One moment I feel God, next moment he's nowhere to be found. Oh yeah, I'll talk to God when my account is low. I'll talk to God when I'm on a plane. I'll talk to God on Sunday and forget about it Monday through Saturday. Oh yeah. Josh at Philo. I don't need to pray. This is my church. Oh yeah. Do you get it? I told y'all, man, I'm not gonna let Philo be a crutch. You think I got this chill? That's the funny part. Because I could not be chill and I could be chill, but you think it came from occasion? A cycle? No, bro. We occasionally visit God. Why? We see him for a little bit, then we go through a cycle. Highs and lows, moments of deep connection, and then it's followed by a season of dryness. You've never been there? You've never done it? And you've never sat down and cried out to God? And you're like, God, where are you? I don't feel you. God, I can't feel you. And then guess what happens? Then you'll feel it. You feel it for a little bit and then you wake up and it's gone. I can't be the only one, bro. I can't be the only one because I'm pretty sure this is universal. This is humanity. So can I give you a reality check? Like, that's what I'm saying with the noise. Because I think there's so much noise, we missed it. We missed this easy thing. You want, why, dude? You don't have to go through seasons of highs and lows. You don't have to go through the emotional thing type beat. But it's just so simple. It gets lost in everything else. Bro, his presence was not meant to be a rare occasion. It was meant to be a constant reality. Do you understand that? A constant reality. Like, it's not, rare encounter. Oh yeah, I'll stop in for an hour. Again, whatever life throws at you, and it's like, it's just rare encounters, bro. Oh yeah, Josh said this. I feel it. Wow, I heard this. And you're hot for a month, hot for a quarter, and then you get dry, and then you're like, I don't feel it. Bro. Do you not realize it? Oh, we'll talk about it. I'll let you think about it. It's supposed to be a constant reality, bro. The difference between those who actually live in the presence versus visit occasionally, like, they understand the intimacy with God. It is literally, it's not meant to be for a moment, but a lifestyle. That's what I'm saying, bro. Ironically, we all seek God and we're like, yeah, I just want him when I need help. Meanwhile, he wants you to think as a light every day. Every day, part of your life. He is, again, the more you make God important, the more important he will be in your life. The less important you make it, the less you'll see it. That's why, bro, I'm not surprised. Bro, I'm not surprised when I see people and they're like, God, I don't see God. And God, I'm like, yeah, you don't care. It's not important to you. You have minimized the role of anything else, any power, any force. You've minimized it. Why would you, why would you expect to see it? My brother, I'm praying every day. Why do you think I can see God everywhere? I've magnified him. That's why he's in my past, he's in my present, he's in my future. He is here right now. He was there when I woke up. He's with you too. Again, this is a mindset. Some of you, you're like, nah, I'll visit God when I need to visit God. Some of you say God's not important. Some people say, no, God is an everyday thing. My brother, depending on the importance, you'll see it. You know why I see news? I think it's important. I see if it's important. I see it. I find in my life what I value. I don't know if you've noticed it. Same for you. You will find what you value. Bro, TEM is down again. This did this twice. So I'll just tell you, man, this is the beauty of it. I love it. I love this one. You know why? Like I'm saying, bro, look at the music, bro. Y'all chilled out. This isn't a special ability. You guys know the secret to God is that there is no secret. Do you realize that the chosen people of God, they weren't really like chosen? My brother, it's not. Nothing in this spiritual world is reserved for anybody. This is why some people, I think, don't like me. Because I know this very well. And they try to wrap you up with regulation and rule. And everybody try to get you to do this, do that, do this, do... No, man. This isn't a secret and it's not for anybody. It's not. You're not special to have God. But the real connection and that real access, bro, it is for the people who actually desire it. That's all. That's why all of you, if you hear what I'm saying and you're like, wow, I think I was created for more. Wow, I do feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a good person. Not just because people will think you're good, just because, you know what I'm saying? But like, you have a desire where you're like, I want to help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, that's a desire. That's who God is for. But it's deeper than that, though. Because it's not. The problem is that it's easy to confuse God's house as a place that you visit. But the secret is you need to view it as home. That's all. That's why. The secret in God and who he's with. And he chose some very unsavory characters. I don't know if you've read the Bible. He chose some very unsavory people. I probably wouldn't have liked them. But they all had desire. And not only was it desire, they desired to live in the house of the Lord. That's what it's saying. It's like this God, this thing, these things you talk about, moral, with like the real stand. I want to live in that. A constant reality. That's what turned their hearts to it. They had their hearts turned to God. He figured everything else out. Every day. That's the secret. That's why everybody is welcome. That's why it's such a narrow road, though, still. Because even if you know it, I know people, they repping God just as I do. They still only visit him. You're supposed to live with him. That's supposed to be your home. Go home. That's your home. You want God to be involved? You really want to see God? Answer this question. Do you live there or do you just visit? Same thing, bro. Same thing. I tell you, you guys, I see my mom every weekend. I see my parents. It's the same thing. It's the difference between the kids. Some of you, if you don't have the ability to, that's different. But there's people, you guys still have your parents. Do you see them? Do you honor them? Again, you still have your wife. You have people close to you. Are you living? Are you just visiting? Or are you at home? The same family relation, the same people relations. Are you just visiting or are you home? My brother, stock market live. Are you just visiting or are you home? It's bigger than all of that. God, are you just visiting or is he your home? So I'm going to tell you, do you not get this? I love this. Do you know why? Because this goes back to what I said I was going to tell you. Think about what I just told you. And making it a home, not visiting, a constant reality, magnifying the importance. You know what I'm saying? Dude, this is why I need to tell you guys. This is what I'm trying to show you. You are not going to drift into his presence accidentally. Do you understand? None of this is an accident. It's all a choice. This is why I'm telling you, bro. You're not just going to listen to Philo and accidentally meet God. No. Not really. You might just meet emotions or the very surface level vain prosperity element of what I'm talking. Maybe that's what you'll feel. But do you get what I'm telling you? This isn't an accident. You don't just drift into home. You make it a choice of what your home is. That's why I am scared for some of you. And you think I'm being mad and angry? No. I'm saying, my brother, I've watched some of you for years. Why did you choose to make a home with the pigs? It's literally the prodigal son. Why? When will you come to yourself and realize you are eating better than any, even the helpers at your father's home eat better than anybody in the world? What are you talking about? But like I'm saying, like, dude, what you made your home, what you made a constant reality was literally, it wasn't an accident. It was a choice. You get what I'm saying? You picked up that Bible every day. You saw it was the long term, all these things, they were choices. Again, if your mindset, depression, anxiety, and I know there's stuff outside of our control. I'm not blaming you. But my brother, that garbage you listen to is not helping. You see what I'm saying? Not taking care of your body is not helping. You're right. There is stuff you can't control. I don't know why you feel that way. But there is some stuff you are choosing to do that is not helping it. But the whole point is, bro, you're not going to wind up and you want God to answer you and you want to see God in your life. My brother, it don't happen just cause. It's not because of your works either. That's the beauty. So I'm saying, bro, anybody, the moment you're like, wow, facts, I'm in. Again, you need the desire though. That's what I'm saying. That desire and choosing to follow your desire, just like you follow the desire to gamble. It's the same shit. Stop the cat. You wanted it. You desired it. You said, wow, I want that. Shiny. It's good. Same thing with God. But you have to, it's a choice. You don't accidentally end up in a home. Look at that. That's word to your long term and your goals financially. You don't accidentally end up in a home. That's a choice. That's a plan. That is a desire. That is a goal. And you do it. That's what I'm saying. Whatever the world says, you could find, you see what I'm saying? World says you'll never buy a property. I disagree. You will. The world says there's no God. I disagree. That's home. You will. But you have to desire it. You have to point your heart in that direction. But you're not going to drift into it by accident. So this is what I want, man. This is what I hope for all of you. This is where I said today earlier, man, I hope if you've seen anything out of me, bro, like, you know, some of you are very good at calling out my successes. Some of you are very good at calling out my failures. Some of you will call out my big stumbles. Some of you will call out my minor stumbles. But what about every day? Let's be real. Bro, they used to think I did drugs. Because I would wake up excited. I'd wake up early. You know what happened? I kept waking up early and excited. They stopped saying it was drugs. Do you get what I'm telling you? If you're going to learn anything from me, you better learn what every day and making a presence of something. Bro, this God stuff it wasn't just here today, gone tomorrow. I told you this was what I really believed. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is why I want you to have it. I don't want it just for me. I know you all could have it. I want this for you. For you. I pray that we have a steady, unbroken presence. No more highs, no more lows, no more, wow, I love it, God is good, I need to give me the judge, I need the word. No, I don't want that. Because that's what I'm saying. That's what broke my cycle. That's how I'm here every day. I didn't go back to my old life. I didn't go back to the world. I made a lot of money, but I still woke up. I still see you Monday through Friday. I still plan around this before, but this is what my goal was. And I knew God put me here. I knew he gave me blessings. But it was unbroken. Again, I've changed. Yes, I have. But my brother, it's all the same. So do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what all these Philos, especially the recent ones, bro? This is what I want, man. This is what I pray. This is what I can't wait to see from some of y'all. That's why I said some of you got it, bro. You just got to let go. Stop with the fear, bro. Stop with all of it. Some of you, there's another version of you I look forward to meeting. The one of you who finds a home. See what I'm saying? And you're at home, it's steady, it's unbroken, it's no more highs and lows. It's a straight path, bro. That's why, bro, you really do. You gotta surrender. Let go is the secret. It really is. Desire it. Put your heart towards that. But like I'm saying, bro, it's just that's what I want. It doesn't have to be, oh, we did good and then we failed. No, it could be all the time. And this isn't just money, bro. Peace, noise, all of it. You should watch it. God, every day you go to bed, you wake up in the midst of trouble, in the midst of good. It doesn't matter. You're home. Do you see what I'm saying? We've seen some good and bad times together. It didn't matter. I was already home. I'm even finding out my house is way bigger than I thought. I'm like, wow, this whole time? I know it's real, bro. That's why I'm telling you. But let's go, man. I know you want it too. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying this sounds like an ad, bro. Wow, what do you mean? We don't have to play the cycle game. We don't have to go 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah, because we live in the presence. That's what it is. You are going lower. I know I'm keeping you guys peaceful, but you should already know the points to react to. That TEM is insane. But other than that, it's just still, everyone's still figuring out what they're reacting to. So yeah, bro. And I don't know if I could sum it up, but I will. This makes it very simple, man, and you already know this, but I think this explanation helps a lot. Dude, God is not a feeling, Chad. God is not a feeling. That's why when the joy goes away, when the little happiness goes away, that's why you think he left. He didn't. You see what I'm saying? Pesticide farming people briefed on matter. Kennedy Maha to criticize chemicals in food lobbyists and vaccines. That's coming out now. Wall Street Journal exclusive. Oh, I didn't even put up the wire. Yeah, it came up on the wire. So yeah, look at food plays and vaccine makers. They're not really reacting, but that's coming out now. But yeah, bro. God's not a feeling, bro. And if you think God's a feeling, you're going to get tricked. You will get deceived. That's why the devil let you think that. That's why everybody wants you to go on feelings. That's it. So then that way when you think, wow, I feel happy, that must be God. No, bro, you just robbed a bunch of people. What do you mean that's not God? What are you saying? Of course, you just got a bunch of money. You're like, wow, I'm really high. I feel good. That's not God, bro. That's a feeling. And guess what? When the bad things in life happen and you feel no joy and you can't see the light in a broad daylight, that doesn't mean God has forsaken you. That does not mean God has abandoned you. It means you don't feel good. It's a feeling, bro. This is the greatest deception. The joy is at home. He will always be there. That's what they mean. That's what I'm saying. It's not, you don't have to go through this cycle. I feel good. I feel bad. Oh, God's here. God left. God, where are you? Oh, I think he's here. Oh, he disappeared because I went to bed and woke up. No, that's not God. That's your feelings, bro. That is your unreliable emotions as a human. Look at the money. Look at the market. Unreliable emotions got motherfuckers to do a lot of dumb things. Don't trust those. What you believe is more important than what you feel. All day, every day. From this life to eternity. Because one day you won't feel things. But you'll still have to put to test what you believed or not on this world. That's the irony. Shout out to Pascal. So can I break it down? This is why. And some of y'all, you need to learn. And you need to think about what you're allowing in your head and what is coming out of your heart and mouth. And think about it. Are you feeding emotional or not? That's why. Stop getting people emotional. Stop making yourself emotional. Because I'm going to just tell you right now, my brother and sisters, you will always question where you stand with God if you are emotional. Have you not learned? This life hasn't taught you yet all these years? My brother, the emotional people will always be confused about where they stand with God. You know why? Because they're emotional. How can I be his son if I feel like, how can there be God? But what about this? And I don't feel. That's why I said the other day when some of you guys asked me a question. They asked me about a feeling and they're like, oh, in my life and should I stress and how much? I'm like, what the? I like that. I never thought about that. I didn't have time to. We were dying, bro. We had nothing. What do you mean? I can't. Oh, my emotions. No, that's a luxury. For real. I don't even mean that like negative. It's a luxury. But then some of y'all, bro, this is why I'm scared for you. Because you have allowed emotional people into your heads. in your minds and your hearts, and you respect them, and you have allowed that emotionalness to show up on you. No? My brother, you listen to motherfuckers question reality too much. Now you questioning everything, but is it helped you? This is what I said. I want you to think for your guys' self. That didn't mean open up the floodgates and accept everything. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I wanted you to think for yourself. I didn't want you to learn all of the world's emotional traits and then bring it here. I hope you feel me, man. Because, bro, emotions are going to fuck up your money. And right now, you want this God thing, bro? Dude, emotional people, they have very difficult time standing with God, and it's not his fault. Sometimes they can't receive because they're too emotional. Okay, you're going down, though. Low ticker, everything picked up. And NVIDIA. Lock in, boys. They're all breaking in lows. So watch out. It's either going to flush a little more, and then we're going to do 58.50 to like 50.30 to 22. Otherwise, watch for like a test overshoot, and then it'll bounce. But still, you are going down. So if you want your play UVXY, you look at them and take them now. Otherwise, you do nothing, and then you wait it out. No news at all. It's all the bond auction shit. I'm telling you. You're going to have EU rumors swirling all week. And now just global. It's not really the bond auction as much as it is the fear of global yields that we talked about last night. Still going down. Disney plans to fire TPS workers. Wait, hold on. Does it fuck with your mic when I plug it back in? It was saying static on my end. Yeah, and then I plug it back in, then it goes. You hear the pop? Okay. Just making sure. I don't know if you hear it or not. I don't know if it's loud. Alright, you're still into the low. NVIDIA. Dude, MSTR on the low. Bro, everything. Look at the low ticker, though, right now. That's why I'm saying pay attention. Because if it does flush, it's going to be the same thing. You're just playing price action. You know what I'm saying? You're not playing a headline. But now it's just going to be momentum levels. And then tomorrow, Friday Junior. But yeah, equal weight's down almost 2%. So you have a couple tech names like Google holding you up. All right. But yeah, bro. The emotions, bro. That's why you need to go off of what you really believe. And that's why I think, Chad, it's time to grow up a little bit. Some of you will continue to live on your emotions. And that's fine. It's not your time yet. But others of you, it's time. Do you understand? Like I said, let go. Surrender. Actually make it your home. Desire it. No, but again, this whole I feel good, I feel bad, God is good, God is bad. Oh, this. Oh, man. Oh, I feel scared. Like, no. Like I told you, it's still another version of faith. You're just using it the wrong way. You're choosing to believe the stuff you can't see that isn't good. That's crazy. So like I told you, bro, he promised to never leave you or forsake you. That's in writing. It's a contract signed in blood. But he didn't promise you overwhelming feelings when you pray. He never said that. He never promised you an overwhelming feeling of joy because you're living the right way. He never said you're going to feel good when the world turns against you. No, none of that. But he will not forsake you. You have a home. You have somewhere where you could go. You know what to believe, and it is not shifting. It doesn't cast a shadow. It's been around longer than we've all been alive. What are we talking about? So, all this emotion and the noise with it, that is a choice. And like I said, you're not going to stumble into this peace and calm by accident. So if you're thinking, I'll eventually get to it, you're not. You must point your heart in that direction. You must desire it, and then you'll get it. But if that's not there, it's not going to happen by accident. I'm laughing because I know people think like this. I thought like this before. You know how many things I thought in my life were just going to happen with like the most minimal effort? Guess what? They never happened. And if it ever did happen, I ended up getting hurt because it was fake. So you better get this. All right? And that's why it's going to feel good, bad. You're going to have moments you do good, bro. You're going to have moments you do bad. But if you let the emotions change what you believe, you let that do it, no, it's not there. Be driven by what you know. Be driven by what you believe. Do not be driven by the feelings or the emotions. Yeah, Nike raising prices. I don't know if that's good or bad. They're not buying Nike still. But yeah, Nike price raise. See how the market takes it. So yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. I promise to never leave you. Not overwhelming feelings. Just because you don't feel it doesn't mean God's not there. What are you saying? Just because you feel it doesn't mean God's there. What are you saying? This is a reality of every day. It's not a visit. It's not a vacation. It's every day. You desire it and walk in it every day, watch what happens. Then I don't know if you've tried it. And that's what I'm saying. Some of you who visit occasionally, try living there. It's different. So it's simple, man. It's faith. That's faith. It's believing he is there when you don't even feel it. When you can't see it, like actually, when your emotions tell you something, you know something else. So I love it, Chad. And like I said with yesterday's Philo, be still, man. And I hope when you go and you realize how hard it is to be quiet, and you realize how much is really on your heart and mind, you know, when you sit there. Because like I'm telling you, bro, I did it all day yesterday. I didn't hear shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Nothing happened. That's good though, because I just wanted to be next to God. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to finally, for once in my life, get down on my knees and just be with God and just shut up. I didn't beg. I didn't bargain. I was just happy to be. I'm at His feet, and that, my friend, is good. That is what I need. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Stop expecting and just be silent. Usually I come in with my Bible. I didn't. I just sat there. I pray. Anytime the thoughts I had to say, so I had to let out burst. I'm like, and that's, you'll realize. So I'm saying, sit there just a couple minutes. You'll realize you can't even sit there without saying something to yourself, thinking, fear, you're thinking about this, you're replaying a memory, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, my back hurts. Oh, like, it's so hard, bro. And I think some of you will realize, but that's why I'm telling you, when you go and do that, do not be deceived by a feeling. Do not be deceived by an emotion. And you really want answers, you really want to hear God, you can't just visit. Like, come on, I've been in front of y'all for many years. A lot of things have changed. This hasn't. I know, I can have a little attitude, but I've been more of the positive things you hear. How? I live in it, bro. It's all God. That's it. I've had bad days, bro. I've had so many people die from when I started streaming. I've lost money. I've lost it live. I've made it live. I've done so many things, bro. I've had relationships. I've had good ones. I've had bad ones. You've seen it. I help out people. They become successful. Some of them go on and hurt the world. Some of them go on, become scammers. It doesn't matter. Like I said, but do you not realize I'm here? And I'm still finger to the sky. And whether it's a good day or a bad day, generally, God is good. Again, whether it's good, bad, happy or not, bro, I'm 5 a.m. I even started waking up earlier. So do you not? That's home, bro. Find your home. You'll get that with whatever you want. But you don't do that based off of a feeling. You don't do that based off of emotion. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn that. It's right in front of you. My goodness, I may have never taught you anything, but that right there is right in front of you. It's home, bro. Every day. This isn't just a place I visited. That's what I'm saying. This God thing wasn't there when it was convenient. It wasn't there when I needed it, and I didn't ignore it when I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? It was there. It's every day of my life. That's why I had to start giving Philo, so I had to start charging for Philo. Because again, I was like, bro, you guys keep asking me how I made money. You guys keep asking me how I live my life like this. It's God. I said that day one. So I said, I got to give you a Philo then. I can't not talk about God if you want the real answer. And then again, I want to keep talking about God. They're like, talk about this, talk about that. And then that's, I'm like, all right, man, fuck it. But then, like I said, I realized it wasn't connecting. And then people were using Philo as a crutch. It was an occasion. It was a visit. It's useless. Telling you, bro, Philo is useless to some of y'all. Even right now, you're in here. It's useless. If you're just visiting, make it home. Don't just visit and say, I'm going to care about my life and my future, my soul. I only care when I log on to Stock Market Live for an hour. Oh, cut out of here. It's your life, dog. What are you saying? You need to want that with or without this stream. You need to want that every day. If you just desire that every day, I think you would see so much more in this life, bro. So yeah, bro. Every day. But desire it and don't worry about the feelings, man. But I pray all of you. I pray the cycle ends. And I pray you come home. And I pray you never have to do this hot and cold game and he's here and then he's not. And I pray you never forget he never left, bro. That's why I pray you don't get deceived that a feeling means he's there or not. Because it's not true. Bro, you desire it every day and point to it and you'll see it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro, but the more I seek him, the more he reveals to me. Amen. It's not like every day has been perfect, dude. It hasn't. That's why I'm like, man, I don't know, but it's different. The noise, cut it out, bro. the confusion, cut it out. Like, dude, it's so beautiful. But take this Philo, tie it into yesterday. And I hope when you seek, though, don't get fooled. Don't be confused. Don't let them trick you, bro. That feeling means nothing. All right? The feeling means nothing. And I hope that's why, like, day after day, I'm excited again. I can't wait to pray again today, silently. I can't wait to sit there. You know why? Because even if nothing happens, I just know I'm going to do that every day. I'm going to do that every day until I hear something or I don't. But I don't know how to describe it to you, bro. But I know that I just want to be in the presence. I told you, I found a way in words to say it, but I didn't understand it. And I was telling you, bro, I was trying to explain it to Chaz. And even while I'm like, stop doing that. Come on. But I'm like, man, I'm just like rejoicing, bro. I just want to be in the house of the Lord. And now I know how to do that. This is how you're going to do it every day. Coming home, not expecting a feeling, shutting up. I have to, bro. You think I'm talking to you? I'm talking to me. You know that, bro? I have so much to say. I have so much on my heart and mind. And that's why I'm like, wow, I think I have a backlog. I got to sit there for a little and let it all out. And I look forward to the day that I get it all out, because the day that it gets all out, I know he's going to say something. And I look forward to that. But in the meantime, I'm already home. I just have to not leave. Same goes for you, Chad. But this isn't no more occasional shit. So I'm saying, if you want occasion, go on vacation. You see what I'm saying? We want God to be vacation. We think we're going to take a week off. He going to make us feel good. He going to give us a tan. Oh, we don't have to follow the diet. You know what I'm saying? We want God to be a vacation, an occasion. It's not. It's every day. You need to live there. So yeah, man. You mean silently, no words? I do. No, bro. Like, I'll pray, I'll get on my knees, I thank God, I thank him for everything, what's on my heart, and I try to get everything out, and then I shut up, and then I try not to say anything. And anytime some other thought comes in, I'm like, he already knows. Just go back to silence. I'm focusing on being still and shutting up. I'm going to turn this live on, I'm not going to shut up. I go and I pray in his presence. I need to get it all out and have nothing to say. My heart is too loud. My mind is too loud. So is yours. That's what I'm saying. Maybe let's try one day. Let's try to pray without hoping for a feeling. Right? Let's walk away from a prayer, and even if we don't feel good, we know he heard our prayer. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's pray and not beg for something. Let's pray and not try to bargain with something. Let's pray and not ask God to take somebody out. Let's pray and actually just be still. Knowing he knows what we want. Knowing he knows it all. Quiet our minds and heart. Just be still in the presence of the Lord. That right there. So yeah, good luck. It's hard. Because like I'm saying, he will speak to you. Once you have nothing left to say. But the problem is, we have all of us for years in this modern world, we have so much to say, no? And those of you who don't have anything to say, you still have many questions. And that's what I'm saying. I feel you. So yeah, but let's go in without emotions. Let me walk away from a prayer and not judge God based on how I feel. I want to pray without begging or bargaining. then tell me you want God. Then really want God. You want God because I just want to be there. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's happened. I didn't get anything out of these prayers, but oh man, I felt closer than I did. And I think God knows I just want to be next to him. And even if I don't get anything, that's all I want. That's what I truly desire. That's where it's like, and I see my heart wants other things in my human nature, but I'm like, nah, little parts of me, piece by piece, I'm like, that's all I want. It's so peaceful, bro. It's all I want. That's what I want for you guys. That's why some of y'all think I'm yelling at you. That's it. All I had to do is turn this music on and you got it. That's why I love it and I hate it. Because I'm like, man, that's so insane. That really, this little track just changed it. So yeah, bro. I love it. I love it. But, dude, this isn't just for me. It shouldn't be. Everyone could get it. And don't let anybody tell you. Again, there's some people would tell, no, you gotta do that. No, they don't get it, bro. Go home. Seek the presence. So, Chad, I look forward to your prayer tonight. Be still. But take that one to the bank. That is her philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. You already know. Thank you. Take it. I don't even know if I could play a track. I might just keep playing the music. I like it. It's vibe, bro. But yeah, that's your Philo. God is good. How often are tariffs coming up on conference calls? You need bars over it? Well, if you have any questions. I need to go get another protein. So yeah, maybe I will play you a song. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but like, I like it. It's calm. After having this on in the background all day, right when I turn on the other noise, it just sounds irritating. I get it. That's why I was like, man, even listening, just vibes, bro. Alright. Alright. Well, I'll give you a track. Let's see. At least it's an uncle track, but it's gonna hurt your ears, bro. Because I'm so calm now. Programming. Well, Chad, we're back. Post Philo. I don't know if it feels like it or not. You had a good day today, huh? I had a great day. You know, I made way more money every other day, but today was the best day. Because you guys are fucking calm, and I love it. Wow, I love this. You have no idea. I've been trying to put y'all on. I just needed the track, I guess. Amen. I'm like, well, keep playing with it. Keep paper trading. At least you're taking steps to develop a skill while building your long term and then working your way into it. I like that. As long as you have a budget, but learn. There's nothing wrong with that. It's wrong when you start gambling and when you start putting all of your money there. You see what I'm saying? So learn and let it be a skill and practice, and you're doing what other people don't want to do. They don't want to practice. They don't want to learn it. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're not willing to give it a year of practice so that they could have 5 years of profit. They would rather give, 5 minutes of looking so I could have 5 years of profit, and I'll put up a year of my money. What? So yeah, just, I like that. I'm not against that. Make no mistake. I think that's actually amazing. But it's priority. Like I'm saying, you guys, I know you work. I know you have jobs. I'm not saying that these things, it's just priority. What comes first? You need to have your future first. The long term. Save, like I'm saying, learn a skill. Learn how to do it properly. That's why you got to learn and be careful of the noise. But at the end of the day, the good should come first. My water stock. What? This thing never goes down. Jesus first, though? My brother, you just heard everything we said. Don't confuse people, okay? You already know the implication. Why? Don't be a Pharisee. You don't need to highlight, oh, Jesus. Yes. Do you not hear? So, yeah. I don't think you guys need to be reminded. I'm operating from I'm implying that you guys already know the good steps. Your girl graduated. No way. Wow, I do remember you, bro. How do you feel? How's your long term? And yeah, if you have off topics, this is the time. Oh, what a maha. Is it maja or maha? I don't want to offend you and call you Make America healthy again. On what the song reminds you of? I don't know what it is. ED on the low. Edison kind of dumping. House Speaker, we're trying to meet our deadline on tax bill. Okay, you're doing the third test again. Like I told you, if you flush from here, this is just, again, 5850. Just watch out for 5800. Oh, Grandma loved the Philo. Amen, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, the trading, I had the Dave Ramsey realization. Like, you know, I used to think I always respected Dave Ramsey, but I was like, why doesn't he tell people? Like, I don't get it. I don't get why he's so, but then I get it now. It's just the reality. Like, I would love to show you guys trading, but even if I am very, like I'm saying, I could be very specific, it doesn't connect. And like I'm saying, I've seen people will do a lot of, they will take the worst options they could possibly do. And that's why it's like, if I keep showing it, I noticed that people were like, wow, I want to know what this guy's doing. Teach me, teach me, teach me. Oh, yeah, tell me. And then I would tell them. But then they were choosing the low quality stuff. Even if I was like, yeah, this is gambling. It's this. They're literally, I've never even marketed my strategy. I hit 20% of my trades. Everybody should know that. 1 for 5. It's just we hit big. Like, so it's not even like I have a crazy thing. But then again, people were doing that. And then I'd say small money, they'd go bigger. And then if I went a little bigger, they'd be like, oh yeah, Josh knows something. And then they'd buy it. And then again, it would lead to people getting mad. And like I'm saying, there's good opportunities to trade, but just a lot of people would just, it's not easy for everybody to save money. It's not easy for everybody to handle leverage. And like money, budget, fast moves, speculation, I think you can make money doing it. I have made money doing it, and I've helped people do it. But most people, there is a high learning curve, And although you could like kind of get into it easily, and you know, my goal was to teach people and expose them to options, and I think the world knows about it now. But the whole point is that it's accessible, but that same accessibility can hurt you greatly if you're not managing it properly. And then unfortunately, I just had the realization that even then, and I have no liability. It's not like, you guys know that? Do you not realize, like, look around in this world and the stock rules? Like, I'm not doing this for liability's sake. I hope you realize that. It's not, because guess what? Not a recommendation. We have all the disclaimers, the nature of it. Like, yeah, people could lose and get wiped out, and I could be like, too bad. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? But I just genuinely, I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow. Look at everybody with the long term. Even if they traded good or traded bad and got the best of them or not, the long term worked for everybody that did it. It worked for everybody and they walked away good. So that's why I'm like, listen, man, I'm not going to listen to, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want them to get caught up, and I don't want them to be exposed to that. So I'm going to limit it on my end. And at the end of the day, if I have something that is creating good, only good, I want that to be highlighted. I'm going to make sure that you guys can't miss it. That's why I'm saying, some of you are working hard to miss it. You are trying to miss it at this point. Again, they're harassing me about stream alerts, harassing me about a play. What do you hold? Should I buy this? But you have to try to miss the long term at this point. That's all you're going to see. That's all I'm showing you. And go ahead. I've had people randomly, they're like, Josh, you're a shitty trader. Tell that to the long term, though. Yeah, you're right. I'm a shitty trader, but long term. Go ahead. A trade, you could look at the trades and then you'll be like, I don't know. Look at the long term, we know exactly what's going on. So yeah, that's what I want. So I hope it does help. This is a true stock. Don't focus on anybody. That's the problem. You guys focus on yourself. Stop talking about the cult. Stop telling people what to do. I'm going to tell them. That's it. I'm the cult leader. I'm the captain now. And I think we forgot about that. But that's what I'm saying. Fuck off with the social shit. Again, I think you emailed me a hate email before, right? When you got mad at me one time or you misunderstood me. So don't tell people shit. Same thing. And I don't hold you against it. The whole point is we move on. And I'm not trying to do this shit. It's no more social weird shit. You guys don't need it. You focus on the answer is there. You get a long term. You could, if you type something or not in the chat, but regardless of what any motherfucker do on the internet or not, I'm still gonna say, do you have a long term or not? All that matters is your long term or not. That's it. And getting it and sticking with it in the model that we have here in saving money. That's it. Everything else is extracurricular. So like I said, I'll get you news and I'll do it and I'll do, but you guys need to focus on that and focus on the info that you're getting here. But otherwise, it's too hard to control this many people. And that's why I'm saying we got to whittle it down, but the real ones will be shown through their actions. How they treat others and how they treat their future. I could tell. That's why I even said I could tell. Well, you imagine all the info. Oh shit, new low. All right, hold on. Is it new? No, now it is right there. 58.50. It didn't print one there. All right, it's actually above it, but you just wicked into it. Technically, you didn't hit a new low. So technically, this is your second time hitting it. Even though the other one looks like it. You care? I know you guys care. That's what sucks. That's why I'm a psycho. And I don't care about that. But you guys got to realize, and I hope it's for you because I appreciate the love. I appreciate, that's why I work hard for you guys. I hope you know that. That's why I want to see you do good. I feel indebted to some of you because I want to watch you do good. And I know we could do it because I'm already seeing it. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck. I never need the love. That's the problem. That's why I'm saying, don't get it twisted. I hope you don't think I'm ever unappreciative, because I really do. Like, it's so valuable. And a brother is born in a time of need. I believe that. And I think some of you, man, oh, fuck, dude. I love you. You have no idea. I could kick out everybody. Give me like 10 people, dude, and I'll be fine. Because I'm just like, some of you got a vibe, bro. You got a good energy. And that's why I'm like, man, I want to see you do good. I think you should have more. A lot of you. But at the end of the day, I know it's your journey too. And guess what? Just because you a nice person, if you lazy, you ain't gonna get shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm here to help you. I need to help you, good, nice people. You need to keep your niceness, keep your purity, and then you need to take some of my work ethic. That's what you need. Because my work ethic came with a lot of other dog shit. You see what I'm saying? Guess what? I could spot a scam from a mile away. And I hope you learn that. But you keep your fucking innocence. You don't have to cuss like me. Let me struggle on my own in that sense. And I know you love and care about me, and I love you too. But make no sense, man. I've lost everything before. You have no idea. I will shed a tear over the world and God. I don't shed a tear over a person. It's been a while. I'll cry over my family. I cry over my sister. But you tell me, dude, I had girls, I had people, I had friends. You think I care? I'm sicko. I know. But that's what I'm saying. I hope you keep your goodness. But some of y'all need to make sure though. The Lord, He gave you a good heart, and I think you guys have lived a good way. But my brother, the Lord made us to work. Make no mistake. You see what I'm saying? And I hope you get that too. But I need y'all to realize that, and I hope you don't get emotional, and I hope you don't rely on people or other things in that fashion. It keeps looking like it's hitting a low, but it's not. That's why I'm like ranting and stopping. So, because look, this is the second low. It's really about 5,800 or not. There's like 5,850 and above is all day. Or then 5,800, and now you're at the lower end, possibly about to lose one of the bigger gaps. But that'll happen tomorrow. Oh shit, it's power hour. All right, should we free them? Any other off topics? Anything else? The bonds was because the bond auction. It was a bad one. It wasn't the worst, but the watch list last night, I think global bond fears is the reality. Yes, America is bad, and America kind of struggled with everything, but I don't think people are realizing that it's a global bond yield problem now. So here, I'll show you just in case. It's a worry. It's not the problem, but that's why I think a bad bond auction today stoked those flames. I think this chart's hilarious. Look. Because, like, this whole time, U.S. rates were rocketing up, right? In America, yields were going up, and then again, everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But now look. Now, again, that's what I showed you. I'm like, bro, what do you mean we have a problem? Look at the fucking Japan. And now go look at UK. And now go look at the places that have inflation, even though they cut rates. And now their bond yields are tweaking out. And then add into the fact that, like, fucking, excuse me, but idiots, bro. Like, dude, Moody's, you guys are crackheads. This is why I don't like Donald Trump haters. I like a Donald Trump hater if they're not brainwashed. But the brainwashed ones, they will blow up everything around them as long as they could point and laugh at Trump. Does that make sense? Because now Moody's, everybody right away was like, yeah, that's obviously political. Okay, yeah, well, fine, that makes sense, but Moody's goes and downgrades us, right? You see minimal effect, U.S. investors, no one cares, right? Yeah, guess what? That's gonna affect global bond yields. And now, 24 hours later, failed bond auction, more global bond yields climbing. It's like, yeah, bro, hold on. It wasn't just hitting Trump in America. In a weird way, I think the Moody's thing kind of dragged more people into it. If anything, it kind of highlighted America's bull in a china shop mentality, where now we could fuck up everybody, it looks like, because it wasn't. Everyone was like, yeah, U.S. is dead. Oh, yeah, go Europe. And now, look at global bond yield. Bro, TEM, that was crazy. There's a lot of feedback loops, but that's long story short. In the last 48 hours, I'm just telling you, it's funny. It's like a joke. Like it's funny that history, or reality is funny, because look, now I'm like, bro, like if you thought we were a problem, what do you think about Japan then? And all of a sudden we went from like, oh, but now it's like, well, wait a minute. You actually have other problems now, other places. So yeah, it wasn't just one thing. It's not just America, but it's like now all this shit talk is dragging everybody into it. And I think that's kind of humorous if you really like irony. But yeah. I don't think they like watching the world burn, but I just don't think they care about collateral damage. That's what I criticized my sister with when I'm telling her 4 years ago. I'm like, do you not realize the collateral damage this money and spending will have on immigrants and the people you say you want to help? Do you not realize the collateral damage? Again, you could downgrade the United States credit and you could disagree and make a point to Trump, but it's going to come with collateral damage. But then again, go back. You guys don't think it's funny? I told you all of this shit in advance. I know I say that a lot, but I have done a lot. Like literally, right when I started showing you the deficit, and I'm saying this to highlight, Donald Trump did not make this easy. Again, why is they're still spending trillions of dollars a year? And then 1 week later, 2 weeks later, we're worried about this. It's the bill. I told you from day one, I am not worried about tariffs causing inflation. I am not. But what I am worried about is the deficit blowing out and the government's causing inflation. That I've witnessed. That I've dealt with. That you have all experienced. Not the tariffs. And you've had tariffs. So yeah, that's this stage now. Now we're back to, maybe Operation Twist. That's all going to come back again. Watch. But essentially, it's just like it's the spending and now global yields and all of that. And the gold's up though. See, gold's not panicky. Like I told you, this is worried about, but this makes sense with today. Sell stocks, sell bonds, buy gold. People aren't selling out of equities, but they are buying inflation type plays, if that makes any sense. Yo, Ciro, you gave me another 200? What the fuck? I thought that was old. Yo, and then new low. Hi. We're dumping since the bond auction, really. That was it. All right, gold rocketing up while we're going into lows. Everything. Low tickers picking up, equal weight. NASDAQ, you're down over 1% on every index. No, I don't know if the Bitcoin is still up. No, they sold the Bitcoin, but Bitcoin, this is still like 1,000 below the other all-time high. You just set a new all-time high. There's VIX again. All right. So get ready, 58.20, 58.17-ish. But then now anything below here, again, like, dude, it's wide. Like I told you from the start there, if we break the 59, 5,800 is essentially where you go to. This is a weird ass level. Remember, that's why when we broke above, we went straight to the 5800s. So yeah, 5800 gets hella weird. And even the like 57s are weird too. So yeah, you just might be back in this zone. But like I was telling you guys last week, you're overstretched. And I say over very relative because that's not really objective. But the general idea is that you could come down, but you're not going to do this. You're not going to knife. Do you all understand that with the meditation music in the background? I hope that calms you down. So I was looking for it last week. I'm looking for like a pullback, and I'm looking for down and calm, but I'm not looking for a knife. I hope you all get that. Yeah, we would be down way more if Google wasn't up. Yeah, bonds stop moving. This is all equities and gold. Somebody's just moving around. Slow grind, fast grind. I don't care about the pace, but if you think we're going to break back below 5,300, you just missed the rally. You see what I'm saying? But if it does break below 5,400, you're going to 53, and then all bets are off now. But that would be on as a result of a development. I don't think that would happen just because. So we need more bad news if you want that to happen. Why rule out a knife drop? Because I just told you how. I need an event. I think you need information. Because we manufactured so much fear, and you already saw the devil. Literally, we were down 20% in a month, and then we bounced back up. So it's like, if you really want to drop again, you need something structurally. You need the news to get worse. Yeah, 58.39 now, bro. You just dropped another 11 points quick. Oh yeah, let me free the Chad. Okay. Freedom. Well, welcome back, guys. But yeah, you're going lower. This is still all the same. Bond auction. I think they use the moment, but a little mix of positioning and feedback loop of now new highs on the bonds, bad auction, global bond yields going crazy, but that might be the theme moving forward. It might be about global yields now, not just the United States. But other than that, like we said, if you break the 58s, man, if we couldn't hold even the 58.50, it's like 58.20, but like realistically like 5,800, and now you're pretty much giving up the last like 2 weeks. So 58.24-ish to like 22, and then 5,800 flat. And then if we have 5,800 flat, then gap down on watch. I mean, gold isn't scaring me, though. That's besides the music. But like I told you guys, I think it's somewhat positioning. It's big, though, now. This isn't like the last 2 days. So I'm mad I didn't get the UVXYs, but then again, the plays I did make today are still up. That's the irony. So like I'm saying, it's not as if everything went down. Oh yeah, reload the video since it's public now if you want the background play. All right, another low. Bro, equal weight is dumping even more. You're about to be down 2% on the SPY. Remember, that's big. With the volatility as low as it has been, it's been a while since you saw a 2% down day. I want to say 90% is down. Yeah, literally, there's only one name green on the Dow Jones, Coca-Cola, and it's about to go red. So 30 names red, NASDAQ, 4 names green, Google, Coca-Cola, and Mercado Libre. They're all about to go red except Google. That's it. Google's literally the only one green today. That's crazy. So yeah, they all flipped. Any interest rate sensitive stocks. But then again, you haven't reacted to that since 2022. All right. and welcome back. Fade Google. Maybe. It might go for one more day or like go up in the morning and then sell, but at the end of the day, it's the only name that's up. So I'm not going to tell you to fade the only one with strength, but if things do they had their bad day yesterday though. Like, so even like NVO, like the names that were like, even though they came down though, but the names that were already bad, they didn't do the same thing. I'm surprised Target didn't go up, but Oh, you do have a long week. Last 2% down day was February 27th, March 3rd, and December 18th. Really? I feel like we had way more 2% days in April. Index for gold, GLD. That's the ETF. All right, little pop. Again, it's just odd. I think it's just rates. This is a rate feedback loop. I don't think you're reacting to anything else. So that's why we moved bigger. But I don't, like I said, like most of it during Philo, I was like, bro, I don't think people even know what they're reacting to. I think we're still at the high level. We ran up a lot. Then it's moving around. But it's just like, that was all off of the bond auction. And that wasn't even the bad one yet. I say yet. I would have expected way more. But then it's a 1% day. But let me put it this way. Are you ready? You moved more on a slightly worse bond auction on a 20-year than you did downgrading the United States credit. So yeah, maybe it's a delayed reaction, or maybe it's just related to all of that. All right. I was reacting to small stuff. It's kind of just delayed, man. It all ties into the credit rating, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I would have thought like a failed bond auction would have got us moving. 1.5's not the worst day, but it's bigger than some of the others. But again, what was it? Just a bond auction. The other day, Monday, we had a downgrade. We ain't seen nothing. What is going on? I think that little by little, people are going to realize that this whole United States problem is everybody's problem. It just seems like high rate contagion. That's it. And then Liz Truss moment. But then that's the beauty, because if everybody blows out, how can you force the US to backpedal? That's the beauty of it. So yeah, I'm just giving you ideas now at this point. Nothing's happened yet. But you know, we're in the neighborhood, it looks like. So we'll see. The bill passing is the problem. So the bill not passing is bullish, I would say. But then again, the fact that they're going to keep trying it, I don't think it'll turn into an immediate bull. But that's part of the problem. So they're using the fact that Donald Trump and them, they put down big numbers, even though they're trying to justify it by saying they're going to sell more. That budget is the reason why. Again, you're saying we're about to spend all of this money. So all of this money means... And then, did you guys know we have a bunch of debt maturing in 2025? So there was debt that Janet Yellen sold in 2015. It's going to mature this year. You realize that? I think it's like, what? Is it $2 trillion? I think $2 trillion, maybe more or less, that we need to pay back. So how are we going to pay it back? We have to sell more bonds. Ta-da! So yeah, if the government's spending a lot, so now you need to fund the spending, then you need to fund the debt maturities. That alone, and then again, Powell won't cut rates. These are all high yield. These all lead to the high yields. And then now other countries are also having high yield problems now and inflation, and then they cut already, even though we didn't. So then now, and then again, and then our rates, and then Japan, and then if our rates go up, what happens to the dollar, and then their dollar, and then if there's any opportunity to move one or the next, that's that feedback loop. So yeah, ta-da. TLT is the best vehicle for downside volatility. It's not. So like I say, if you guys lock in early and you care about these topics, I have already provided all this info. So meaning that it'll save you money and make you money if you really care. Otherwise, you will be behind and it could cost you and you could be misinformed. Because we said it this morning. Right now, the cost of a bond or a cost of a put on TLT is one of the most expensive it's ever been. So like the basis points, you're buying like an implied negative already. It's already pricing in so much, you're not going to make any money. So yeah, even if it was a question, I'm just saying though, if you care and you want to bet on TLT, I would pay attention. Because again, we've been talking about this yield stuff well in advance, and I brought this up at 6 in the morning. So like, I don't even think they even paid out that well from the auction. That's the crazy part. Yeah, that is nuts. So no out of the money is paid on any TLT, and then near the money just got you kind of dollar for dollar on that move. You went 50 cents in the money, you got 50 cents. That's even with time. Yeah. Yeah, you doubled up if you got in the money. But from yesterday, you made like 20%. So if you were like, yeah, bonds are going to die yesterday, and then you bought it and held, you made 20%, depending on the time. If you bought them tick, you were able to get like 100%. But even then, like we're talking about bonds blowing out, hitting a low, and that's the payout. That's crazy. Because there was a time, remember, we were hitting 1,000% TLT options on the puts a month ago. They were cheap, but then they got expensive. Okay, you're going back down again. Low ticker picking up. We only got 40 minutes. It's about to be a 2% day. It hasn't hit. Equal weight is, but all the other scoreboards are there except Russell. I don't think you need the big boys to save you. I think you need them to stop selling. Remember, they're already underpositioned. All right, well, this will be your second test of this, but you're a couple points away from like the soft level, 32, and then like 27, 22 is the other one. And then anything below the 20s, I mean, you have 40 minutes. You're going to hit 5,800 if we break 58.20. So this will either be the last shot or it's only beginning. But it's been like this for literally since the bond auction one way, and now we've dropped 100 points from the bond auction. That's crazy. Yeah, hedge funds have been short. That's what I'm saying. You're like, oh, big boys need to step in. No, they just need to stop selling. They already sold. They're short. That's why I'm saying when you see this is a tantrum, you guys. Remember when I told you, when the market tries to react to small things and react huge, they're trying to force something. And that's what I'm telling you. This bond auction was bad. You haven't reacted to any bond auction recently. It was just because of what happened yesterday. And I think they're using that to push and tantrum away and like, look, rates, yields, the spending. Oh my gosh. Oh. And then again, they're all short and under position while retail just went hand over fist. Am I still favoring cash? I favor paying attention, brother. I have not changed. Well, I just think it's a little global yield tantrum. And I think now that the global yield problem is spreading, it's not just a U.S. yield problem. And we were talking this last night, but at the end of the day, like I'm saying, you have had a way larger reaction off of a bond auction than a damn downgrade on U.S. credit. So yeah, I do think this is I do think it is about that. Every rich dude is crying about government spending. Well, that's why I think it's bullshit. Because why all of a sudden does everybody care? I care about it because I'm becoming a boomer and I'm like, wow. Wow. And then I'm trying to get rich off of inflation again or deflation. But I think a lot of the other people are underpositioned and they want higher rates, or they're trying to Liz Truss Donald Trump into backing down. Bond auction is the realization of the downgrade. It could be, but it wasn't that bad. I would argue you had a worse bond auction 3 months ago. So, but I think people are trying to highlight this. Like I'm saying, I think it's a tantrum. That's all. And then again, bad bond auctions all around the globe. So thanks, Moody's. Yeah, Bitcoin's still holding though. So, and then gold is still up. You didn't get a liquidation move today. That's why I think people are shorting it. I don't think no one blew up. Like, you get what I'm saying? This isn't like sell your loser, sell your winner to hold on. No, they bought gold and they bought Bitcoin. So yeah. No, they just got to announce Operation Twist. Even I'm a lot calmer. Well, yeah, you guys aren't asking me dumbass questions. You're calmed down too. You didn't notice? I have this energy every day. Then you guys will be like, let me ask you the same thing 20 times. Oh, okay, let me misinterpret what you said and try to get somebody else in the chat to buy my stock. So yeah. You asked some, but yeah. Even you asked the less repetitive questions today. You're one of those offenders, ironically enough. That's the funny part. I think it is healthy. That's what I'm saying. As long as it doesn't, like, have something of a black swan and fucking drop below 5,300. This is all just Bitcoin. iBit is going to post its second biggest volume day ever today. You? Yes, you. You ask me every question that is on the watch list. I do it because I'm nice. I answer yours because you ask some genuine ones, but you ask a lot of repetitive shit. Ford and GM have 150 billion of debt. Oh wait. Remember, these companies have been around longer than all of us have been alive. Most of us. Money flowing to crypto. I think the global liquidity is already pulling money to crypto. And that's it. And just like I've been saying, other places have cut rates. It's hilarious. So, and that's funny because we're so focused on the US, but there's other things happening that are big. Like I'm saying, that's why yesterday I'm like, yo, bro, Japan. And now we could talk about our rates all we want, but it's spreading. So, but yeah, I do think that's why I said FOMO, positioning, liquidity, Bitcoin, if it is just going to be a winner until there's a black swan and people need money. Then Bitcoin will change. You can't find my Twitter? Really? Well, just what if I gave you $100 if you could find it? Would you be able to find it if it's worth it to you then? Like if I would, you know me, you could ask anybody. I give away money. So if I gave you $100, would you find it? Oh, you guys already told him? Damn, the lag. The lag got you, bro. Yeah. So lock in, baby. Lock in. Well, that highlights a point. Because think about some of the questions you seek answers to, right? How much is it worth to you? Because if I told you you get paid to spot the easy shit, I don't think you would wait for someone to tell you. You know what I'm saying? If I was like, you'll get $100, you would look a little different. So yeah. Ooh, $1. Well, thank you, Tim, for not donating. Thank you, Samuel, for taking Tim's spot. See, look at that. You guys just switched off. Only two. I think the thing with Bitcoin, you're right, it's not US based, but like I said, Bitcoin is done once somebody blows up. I hope you guys realize that. For a little bit. There will be there. You found my IG easy. The Twitter is not posted anywhere. My brother. Now I just want to ban you. That's crazy. You got to pay attention. I don't even think he's listening, bro. Because he didn't even react to the 100. He's not even listening. I think it's a bot. That's what I'm saying, bro. But either way. Not even just... Bitcoin will go through a liquidity crisis. Eventually. But people need money. I don't think a lot of people realize. This is why I pray for the people who talk shit on the no coiners. Because like I'm telling you, I had I had a guy like talk shit on the long term. He's like, you should have bought Bitcoin. I bought it at 70,000. I'm like, little homie, you work for me, bro. You're pumping my $300 bag and buying it. You know, just don't underestimate the people in Bitcoin. If shit hit the fan, there's good money that they could pull, and it would cost the higher holders way more. I take profit on Bitcoin, hurts way more people than the new guys leaving. Does that make sense? I could sell what one would be 20 of them, 30 of them, 40 of them. That's what's scary. It's terrifying, actually. Yeah, it's crazy. So you got to think about it. Like all these people who quickly bandwagoned into Bitcoin at a high price, and they got a little bit of room. Like, what do you think is gonna happen, bro? I don't think Bitcoin will always be good. I like Bitcoin, but like, you know, it's just, again, there's a lot of money floating there, but people don't need money right now. That's just the reality. There's money in money markets. It's everywhere. But I don't know. I'm blessed enough to have lived through 08, but I'm dumb enough to be involved in MMT. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was buying the dip as a kid. I got Bitcoin and everything. Like, you know, I got to watch the crisis. I got to watch my family lose everything, but I was young and wide-eyed into the fucking free money MMT era. So I got blessed. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is what I say every time. And I'm like, dude, we haven't seen like panic, bro. Although we have gone through a crazy 5 years, we have not even touched anything like 08. I'll never forget, bro. For years, people did not want to buy a house because they were scared. Bro, like I told you, my first job at Foot Locker was a blessing. If you got a part-time job, you were the king of the castle. It was crazy, bro. You like, I wish I was here 30 years ago when you started. I'd be dumb as fuck. I wouldn't know all this. You see what I'm saying? I got to live through a lot. But, you know, that's why I'm like, man, it's crazy. But, yeah. So, I don't know. It's a different moment, bro. 08, like, people would lose shit and, like, they needed money, bro. You watched people have money and success. You saw all the Michael Saylors, bro. The guy who let me sit in my first Mercedes-Benz. Bro, this guy fucked up my whole entire life. You know that? I was in like the first grade. He put me in a hard top, drop top Benz because he was hitting in real estate. It was my brother's friend. I got to see this dude, bro. Are you kidding, bro? Fucked up my whole entire life. You know that? Put me in a fucking Benz, bro. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Bro, I was tripping. I was like, what? What? Yeah, that guy lost everything. That guy went broke before we went broke. That blew my mind. I didn't understand. I'm like, what do you mean? We ain't have no Benz. We had a Plymouth. You know that? We were whipping a Plymouth. That's why when I saw the hard top Benz, I was like, what? I said, what? Oh, hold on. I got an offer counter. Oh, whoa, what? All right, hold on. I'm middle of a story, but I got details. I have an offer. Yeah, on the toilet house. Hold on, I have to fucking read a document and shit. And then something about, because I had a title done. Because that's it, I had Lending Tips guy do the title. You guys remember that dude who came on the call? I had him do the title thing to see what we could do with the land. But I can't read this fucking writing. But here, I'll finish my story and then I'll go to it. But the long story short, like I'm saying, even the guy with all this money in the Benz, he went broke in real estate. He made more money in real estate than went broke. Newsflash, Bitcoin's the new real estate, homie. Come on. But at the end of the day, that was just a moment of pain where people needed money and they sold everything. And they had to, not by will, but by choice. Or not by force, really, by the situation. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't think we've really encountered that in the last decade or longer. We're a long, long way from that. All right. So give me a sec. You guys want some?
As it was a couple of years.
Let's give you some confusion in the background.
You know, the second part and the add-on to that is probably just the reasoning for it. It's the why behind the move in the 10-year. So if it's driven by inflation concerns that are tied to the budget deficit that are then tied to the potential path of the dollar, I think that's probably the case today. Then that's more of a worrisome.
Yeah, I always like to point out, look, it's at various times in the past few years, it seemed as if 4% was a scary level. You had to kind of test it, see if the economy hung in there. Markets made their peace with those levels. And then you have a stock market, which arguably coming into this week was probably going to be in search of an excuse to pull back a little bit. So is that all it is, or did the rally overshoot to the upside?
Well, that's the thing, is that right at this point, you had just gotten into a lot of the sentiment metrics we track on an aggregate composite basis, you know, compiling both attitudinal and behavioral. A lot of those had gotten, you know, deeply washed out, and then you launched right back into right near excessive optimism territory in a really short period of time. So this is literally just coming, and the downgrade for Moody's is just coming at a time when you were sort of looking for or waiting for that negative catalyst to jolt you in the other direction, and we got it almost at that perfect timing. So it's kind of a funny thing that happens with sentiment, but it does tend to be a pretty good contrarian tell. It's not a good market timing tool, but it lets you know at least when stocks become a little bit more vulnerable to any sort of negative catalyst. I would argue that we're sort of in that moment again right now.
Has the composition of the rally or any characteristics of the market kind of revealed themselves as, okay, this is a thematic, you know, thing that we should latch on to or fade?
I do think if you zoom out and at least take it year to date, because there were really two big phases of the drawdown. I mean, as you know, the first part was everything DeepSeek and AI CapEx related. Second part was obviously Liberation Day and tariff related. But if you go back to the beginning of the year and you look at least on an industry basis, so if you break it down one more level from a sector, from the 11 sectors in the S&P, there has still been weakness in, you know, textiles and houseware, you know, home goods and things like air freight and logistics. So I do think that the story under the surface of the market and what is being told, not just at the headline level, but what is being told at the industry level, is consistent with where we are in terms of the potential trajectory of the economy. If you don't see tariff rates come down meaningfully, and if those aren't part of the negotiations and, you know, so-called deals with other countries, then I think there are more deleterious impacts for the economy down the road. But we're just at least now back to, or at least the market's back to, trying to price in what the effects are over time versus having to deal with that all-at-once Liberation Day announcement, where it is, you know, probably more of a pull forward at the time of the recession risk. Now you've pushed that out just a little bit.
Meanwhile, you're getting kind of fiscal expansion maybe with this budget at the same time. It's pushing yields to where they are. So it's tighter and looser at the same time.
Right.
Kevin, good to see you.
Great to see you, Mike.
Thank you very much. All right, up next, we are tracking the biggest movers as we head into the close. Christina standing by with those.
Well, Mike, we have shares of a GPU rental powerhouse jumping 16% after investors lined up to lend billions, and a tech giant CEO blasting U.S. export controls as a, quote, failure while speaking in Taiwan. Those stories next.
Okay. Sorry, I'm seeing what Lending Tip says. I'm asking him if he wants it. If LT don't want it, I'm going to ask you guys if you want it. So here's the deal. These people are crazy, first of all. Because this shitty-ass house, bro, they said they wanted $1.1 million. Okay? there's definitely some higher comps, but after seeing the house and looking at it, I think the house was worth 700-800 max. LT was like, yo, I think 900. And I was like, okay. I said, you're insane too, but I said, let's do the title report. And I said, let me see what we could do, because if it has a special zoning, we could do a lot with it. Pizza. So I was like, all right, that could be hype. But the zoning came back. We would have to apply. We would have to go through a fee, which isn't too bad, but it is zoned right now where I could add like 5 other units, which is good, but that's not the one I wanted, believe it or not. I wanted to be able to add units and some other stuff. I was looking for something that the neighbors had. That's why I thought it would have it too. But point is, these fucking crackheads, they're like, we think it's still too early. So they rejected 900,000. They wanted 1.1. Mind you, I think somebody died in one part of the house. That's the type of vibe I got beyond just the foundation and everything else. But they said they want to wait. And they're like, well, let's see if we could get more offers, and then they want to list. So I said, okay, good luck. But yeah, no, I think it's... So I told LT, see what they say if they want to do a seller finance. If you want it, go ahead. And he could just take it. Otherwise, do you guys want it? So I didn't want to get you guys a cult compound, but you could turn this to a cult compound. It's just overpriced, it's shitty, and we're not getting a deal. So, but bring your own work. You want me to check the house with black lights and use a sage smug pot to clean the spirits?
16 minutes till the closing.
You see how that noise came on right when you said that?
Off the loads of the...
Oh yeah, I'll tell my inspector. No deal. So you guys don't want it? Damn. So this whole time y'all gave me shit. Oh, where's the compound? Where's the compound? So right now I'm telling you, I could go buy a Southern California compound, 5 acres. It's just a little shitty and a little overpriced. If we add value, we can make $1 million, but now we have to add more value. Damn, y'all say no? You said no? Wow. Wow, this is, what the fuck is this music doing to you guys? This is so funny. What just happened in 24 hours? Oh my goodness. Well, I probably banned anybody who would have been like, oh, I'll buy it. It's a great location. That's the only reason why I like it. That's what I'm saying. It's a great location. Oh, you're recording, docs? Oh, so you're in. I think he says we should do it. So yeah, we're going to see. I'm going to see what they say with seller financing. Because if they could seller finance it, I'll pay more. Because then I'll just give them like fucking 5% down. But then again, I still have to pay the fucking mortgage. Pizza. It is a multi-unit, but then it's already zoned for containers and like houses. Walmart AI details leaked during Microsoft conference. Walmart AI details leaked during Microsoft Build conference, CNBC. And then pizza's going crazy. On a day like today, that stands out. The music, 5-acre compound. Well, the only thing, like I said, it's a fair price. I think the property, if you made it good condition and you added value, you could get Honeywell close to securing Johnson Matthey Catalyst unit for $1 billion. Yeah, and then a Walmart AI. But like I said, if you add value, you could get up to... there's a comp at $3.8 million. So there's homie a couple houses down. He, same exact plot, same everything. And he just turned it into a giant mansion. And his property sold for $3.8 million. Literally a couple houses down. So like I'm saying, the location is phenomenal. The plot is great land. The property is just shitty. That's what I'm saying. But then it's fair price now. At one, they don't want to budge on 1.1. But now they're going to take it to market. I think it'll even sit at market. I think it'll sell eventually. But they're just going to sit for another 60 days if they want 1.1. Especially with rates going higher. KDLY, what's this? Kindly, it's up 50. Nah, none of you are gonna live there if well, you guys said you don't even want the compound. But no, like I said, I don't even want to do a compound. But if I did, I know how to do it now. Because you guys know, I gave away a house back in the day. I bought a house and I let a bunch of people live in it. For stocks. And I did all of it. And then it was terrible. So now I know how to do it. So none of you, I'll tell you right now. Maybe there'll be a cult compound, maybe there won't be. But if you don't have a long term... and think, you know what I'm saying? I don't even gotta finish it, bro. Just, yeah, you need a long term, brother. I'm just telling you right now. And you can't be like, Josh, I've known you for 5 years. I'll be like, really? Prove it. You get it? Because there's an easy way to prove it. I could tell. Believe me. Just prove it. Yeah, you've been down? You've been holding it down? Yeah? I feel you. All right. Well, there you go. But yeah, so we'll see. I'll see what they say on there, but I think you guys said no, so the Lord will provide. Keep hunting. This setting up for a black swan. Well, listen. A black swan is the only thing that's going to really move you lower. That's it. Otherwise, whatever downside, I wouldn't freak out yet. But global bond yields, EU deal was brewing. We're going to hear some there, but global bond yields and tantrum related to that might be on the menu now. Which, again, I gave you the early preview last night, but after this, I think it is on the menu. I got the big commerce to prove it. That's not what I meant. And your comment there just banned you for life. You could stay in the chat, but I'll never let you on any compound. You see what that's not what I meant by prove it. Oh, I meant, yeah, you see what I love it. Amen. See, like I said, though, I know how to do it. I know, but yeah, it's not going to be a live thing. But amen. Puts are going crazy. Well, volatility is still below 22. So keep that in mind. Indeed. Every day they call the crash. I know. But like I said, Wall Street will do anything to get you. I think this is a tantrum, but global bond rates and everything else. 1.1 billion to buy, that's still a lot. I mean, dude, there's only 7 minutes. It kind of went by fast. I felt like the music slowed it down, but then again, it's already closed. Yeah, we listened all day. It was great, though. You guys, I think I was a lot nicer because you guys were not like, dude, this was amazing. So thank you. This is what I'm looking for every day. You know that? I hope you all are, and I hope you realize we could all get better info, too. And that was just amazing, bro. And then again, I have gone on a streak of banning the fuck out of everybody. So, granted, there is a lot less distractions, but no, man. You guys were getting pretty noisy in the morning, and I think you guys chilled out. Whatever the fuck this music has, I'm down with it, bro. I love it. I love that it just calmed people down, which is good, because like I'm telling you, this is what got us here, how we're performing and everything. It has been being calm. So I really hope that you are calm. And like we're saying, just take in what you got, take in the info. And like I'm saying, global bond yields, this is going to be something to focus on. We have the EU deal. And now let's get into the final part of the week. We get some data tomorrow. And then now you even see, though, the market is willing to still have a tantrum, stop and go. But now the market, be on lookout. We could take anything small now, and if it ties into global bond yields, they're probably going to tantrum. You went down on the bond auction, and there's more to it, but that's the simple answer without backtracking. He did. Well, we'll see. I gave him the offer, but most of the Chad said no. So the next time a compound-like property comes my way, I'll keep you guys in mind. Because that's what happened on this one, but I'm kind of mad. I wanted this deal. It looked good. Right. Chips did good in a weird way. Still, 1.5 on some of them after holding. But yeah, I'm mad at Staples, though. I thought they would have done really good. This is their moment. Why the fuck is pizza up? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody correlated down. This wasn't... You didn't get the rotation. And you're chill. You didn't go lower than the... Are we at the 58.50? You're right at 58.50. Oh shit, we do only have 2 minutes. Well, Chad, I'm not gonna yell at you today. So, you have your 1 minute warning very soon. Go in peace. Okay? Go in peace, my brother. Live your life. Tune out the noise. No confusion. Life is good, bro. And get ready. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. God willing. Lottery. Oh, that just ended the day, Pop. Netflix did make an all-time high. Yeah, 1,200. It's different vibes. Amen. But listen, I promise you, if y'all want to squabble, I'll squabble. If you want to be peaceful, I'll be peaceful. So you have a choice every day, community. Amen, bro. And you made a good choice today. You made a good choice today. I love it. No, bro. What do you mean? That's it. I ain't had to. I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. CBOE, of course, they're on the high. They made a killing today. They made a killing this week. So just remember this when we unban everybody. But like I said, I'll gladly squabble. The Lord put that Samson in me for a reason. But I like peace too, bro. So you guys did good. And I like how today went. And get ready for more. That Watchlist prepared you. All right, 30 seconds, bro. That's it. Just wrap it up. Wrap it up, man. Wow. Amen. Look at that. You're 58.50 now. So do you guys see tomorrow? Tomorrow could be a big day. Because now you have 50 points to the downside plus the break. Or you could recover all 100 points of today. Either tomorrow or by Friday. So this is both good and bad. Oh, there you go. 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Wow, Chad. That is the day. Can I get it? Let's get a calm GG in the chat today. No, we're just going to calmly. GG. You got your Bitcoin. You guys, you know, you had Core Weave 2 this week. You had many others. It doesn't matter because your long term is up. And maybe you all realized you could build whatever you want. But good game. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. You know why I'm thanking you. You know that? I think y'all did very good today. And amen. And I hope you see anybody who doesn't like this. They hate you. They hate your peace. They don't want you to be peaceful. You notice that? You think I don't want you to be peaceful? I love you, bro. I love this. This was amazing. One of the best days this year. You know that? And I had some crazy days this year where I made a lot of money and had nothing to do with that. I saw more peace today in the chat than any other day. Look at that. Even in the midst of a tantrum. Are you kidding? Good game. Wow. Wow. That's it, bro. Good game, Twitch. You too. I love you all. Enjoy your day. That's all I have. I've talked a lot. I'll go be silent now. You should try it. I don't know, man. That's it. Core Weave after the bell. Just wait. There's still one. I didn't touch it today. I was going to. If I took it in the morning, I would have hit. But I hit the Google. But we'll get the other ones. Don't you worry. Nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. You come into the chat and you want to fight, I'll fight you. But you hate peace. You hate everybody around you. You don't care about the destruction. You don't care about how you harm others. Why not? But my brother, you come into the chat with peace, you'll get peace. You'll get answers. Oh, come on. This sounds so culty, but it's true. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. But good work, Chad. And I pray no more weird cycles. And I pray you have clarity. And I hope you see the valuableness of silence and less noise. And I hope you see why your mindset is so key. And I think that was the big learning lesson of today. So have a good one. Okay? Read books, but just honestly, just maybe be silent for a little. And learn to appreciate it. All right, man? And this is it. This is what life, every day, just control it, dog. And you will have, you'll have a lot of blessings. So I wish blessings on you. All right, Chad? But that is all. Go enjoy your day. Friday, Junior. I am smiling. I'm loving life. Dude, I'm so happy. Because I feel like you finally got a piece of what I was saying. You know that? Only because then, like, I was saying shit and I'd be like, I'm peaceful. And then only the motherfuckers hitting plays with me were agreeing. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm just like, wow, I think all of you today got a little slice of it. A little slice of peace, bro. And that's all you can need. You know that? That's all. Like, why? And you don't see it? Do you see the noise and the confusion, bro? Oh, come on. That's crazy. So, have a good day, bro. All right? God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. What is this? Hold on, I'm still talking to lending tips. I'm about to go get yelled at by real estate agents after this. They got so mad at me yesterday. That's what I was saying. I'll be like hella chill, bro. I'm about to get yelled at today. I already know it. I already know. Y'all didn't yell at me. That's was great. You know what I'm saying? Usually I got to get yelled at by you and then everybody else in real life. But now I didn't get yelled at by the chat today. They were very peaceful. But now I'm about to get yelled at by a bunch of real estate agents. I got too many offers out and everybody's on some fuck shit. Respectfully. So, yeah. Hold on. Uh-oh. Snowflake, were they pricing in $18? Oh yeah, you might have a winner. Zoom is out. Yeah, Snowflake loss of 430, revenue 1.0. And then they second quarter 1.03 to 104. Oh, actually, dude, I found a way to get estimates faster. I still haven't played with it all. But what's the company? Snowflake? Watch this. Yeah, boom. Look at that. I've been fucking leveling shit up, bro. So look, are you ready? I got you. So now, I mean, I don't really care if you couldn't tell. So I don't give a fuck about these earnings, but for future, I could pull, so whatever numbers you see, here are the estimates. This is everything, though. So I could pull comprehensive real-time analyst estimates. So yeah, this is all the dates, full year, the last reporting, how much it surprised in the impact, the percent, and then yeah, just all of the general EPS. Where's the revenue actually? Oh no. Oh, this is just EPS, but this is good. Do you see what this is? Because now you could see how many estimates, the high estimate, the low one, by how it varies by every quarter, and then the surprise summary, if there was a surprise and how much it did hit. So like here in February, again, like 39 estimates came in at 30, and the mean was like 18, and it surprised $5 surprise impact. Last time they surprised, it had a $31 surprising impact. So, but yeah, because sometimes I don't have all the estimates, and this is how you get, like, if you guys ever really wonder, I told you the other day, when I hit these like post earnings, it does come down to interpretation. You need to know what the fuck is a good earnings or not, right? Yet I don't care if the stock goes up or down. You have to be able to figure out, yeah, that's better or not. And again, this information helps. At the very least, you may not know that it's good, but at least you could compare it to where all these fuckheads thought it would be, and then you could go from there. But yeah, either way though, I'm not really locked into these earnings. So, but that was a hitter. I think it had a little bit more, but not bad. What API are you using? I'm making all of this up in my head. So what you just saw, I made it on Microsoft Paint. So otherwise, I have my own sources, and I will never reveal them. Because as you guys are, if I keep getting you more shit, I could give you guys more. And then I'm not going to tell you how to do it like I told you the last 5 years. Because then the other people are just going to monetize it and then sell it to you. And then act like they helped you. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm just making this shit up on Microsoft Paint. I'm really good at it. I'm very good at it. I could draw on Microsoft Paint, and I could create images like a fucking artist. Isn't that beautiful? I made that one. So yeah, I just draw them out. It's kind of, I sell them too if you want to buy my artwork. I could sell you these screenshots. Are you familiar with non-fungible tokens? Oh, no, you're not? Oh, wow, it's the future of finance. Yes. Uh-huh. South African Ramaphosa says, really good meeting with Trump. Number of issues, really good in-depth exchange. Says, no, particularly on trade and industry level, will continue engagement. Firm agreement that will continue to engage. So yeah. No, Fartcoin. Oh, I remember Fartcoin. But I still need to play with all this shit. I've been getting some other access stuff. Lumen Technologies to materially reduce Lumen's debt and improve cash flow. Yo, that's that headline. That's actually really good, I think. Lumen market with sale of consumer to fiber. They're going to get $5.75 billion and then use that to pay down their debt. They sold something to AT&T for $5 billion, and then they're going to put that there to pay off debt. So that's why it's up 12. I put you on game. I love it, man. But listen, respectfully, don't tell me. Go tell someone else. You know what I'm saying? And just next time y'all gatekeep, you're also gatekeeping yourself. Because I'm just not going to give you guys as much. If you gatekeep. If you don't gatekeep, and you don't monetize the shit we should be giving away, oh, God is good. Let it flow through you. Is Wall Street Journal trustworthy? Most places, it just report by report, man. So as much as I would like to tell you they're all bullshit, I don't think that's true. I think there's some good information and there's some good reporters out there. And there's some people, even though we have differences in politics, they have good info. But that being said, it's all company by, it's like info by info. You have to really have discernment. And that's why, like, can there be a lot of bullshit coming out of AP, WSJ, Reuters especially? Yes, there can be. but not all the time, and that's what makes it so hard. That's why I encourage journalists and the legacy media to step it up, because, you know, it shouldn't be like that, and the media and reporters should really be. I'm not a reporter, you guys, you know that. That's what's fucked up. I could get you information, I could get you news, and I know how the game works, you know, but I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I'm a money guy. Make no mistake. Like, that's it. That's why I'm like, you know, so I encourage all the journalists to, like, really, you know, you guys have a really high calling. And you guys, the journalism in the United States used to be groundbreaking and world-changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. You guys had the keys, and you're with these big organizations, bro. You guys are the one, bro. We need you. We need you. But yeah, so unfortunately, though, it just all depends. So just be skeptical of everything. I wouldn't distrust everything, but, you know, some articles you have to know what the intent is. You have to know what it's saying. And if you don't have background knowledge, you can be misled. That's why when I read some shit, I could easily say cap or not, because I follow the context. You know, you guys watch me every day. You know, that's why when random news comes up, I could pull out info and tell you what they went through 5 years ago, 2 years ago, the latest buyout, because I've been following along. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if information comes my way and someone says, oh, this, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Or if they're like, oh, this, I'm like, oh, that lines up. That actually tracks. And then there you go. So yeah, I hope that helps. Well, I don't know, man. In a weird way, like, some people are concerned with speed, but back in the day, in like the 80s and 90s, it was about who was the fastest. It was all about speed. So even though we're really fast, that's not actually the main thing. You know, sadly, like, people just you don't notice how everybody, like, posts the same shit. They just do it for views. It just clicks. That's all. That's all it is. So if you could get something out fast enough, you're going to get views. That's all. But sadly, like I'm saying, like, people are letting their bias or, again, misleading information. Some reporters are genuine, but others are not. And that's why it's like, it's kind of more nefarious than, like, being quick or not. It's really just like, some are genuinely misleading, and others are like, wow, that's very accurate. Or like, wow, thank God they put out that info, even if I disagreed with it. You know, so that's the fine line. So it's really, really weird. Service now guided up 432 versus 418. Wait, didn't they already kill it on earnings? There's a lot of different examples. That's why I'm saying, like, you'll hear about stories. Like, you don't think it's weird? I'll give you a good example. You'll hear about, like, Trump. And you'll hear about, oh, this little thing. Or just, like, random. Like, yeah, it's, like, loosely related. How come you barely heard about China nationalizing everybody? And, like, getting all the gamblers back on board? You didn't hear about that. I told you about that a month ago. I only heard one story on it. Again, it was a good story. Shout out the Asian journalist who said it. You see what I'm saying? But you only heard one story on it. That's it. Again, there's another thing this week. Even the Japan thing. We barely heard the Japanese bond thing. And everyone's like, oh, Japanese yields. They're not talking about failed auctions and global yield contagion. So you see what I'm saying? It's just like they highlight the non-important stuff. And then the real important stuff, they'll just, you know, at least they say, oh, it's there. They did say it. It's on record. You know, that's, again, on record. That's a news term. So, but it's not like pumped. So yeah. NVTS? Navita Semiconductor? What's this? Yo, NVTS. I think this popped the other day. Hold on. See? I don't know. Navita Semi. The hell is that? NVIDIA selects them to collaborate. Oh, shit. Yeah, bro. So it's already up 40%. That's what kind of sucks. So small cap, I mean, you could lose a lot. It's literally up 40. Where is its last price? Yeah. But NVIDIA selected them for a collaboration. Oh. Aw. It won't let me. I like it, though. E-Trade put on more fucking restrictions. It's good, though. They saved me a lot of money. I can't fat finger the same way. But then I can't trade at certain stocks. Yeah, I'm top ticking. I went small. I'm going for some. We're going to play this one tomorrow. I'm taking it. Bro, they literally, NVIDIA selected them to collaborate on Wednesday. So yeah, they just put out the press release a couple minutes ago. So no one knows about this yet. Now they'll know. Give it a second. But yeah, you got the jump. I was just fucking, I should have had it at way lower. I just fucking got cucked by E-Trade. Wow. Okay, now it's hitting Bloomberg wires too. They cucked everybody. They might. Were you able to get it on there? I couldn't on E-Trade. I just had to go to TD Ameritrade. They wouldn't let me. But yeah, you could get some free shares. I'm telling you, that's actually insane. So you could sell out now for free shares. If you got it at 3, that's when you should have. Literally, I was putting in orders at 240, so I didn't get filled till like the higher 3. But yeah, you can make it free if you want, or you just ride it. TOS wouldn't let you? That's crazy. Is it on Robinhood or no? Because like I'm saying, I couldn't get it on E-Trade. I got it on TD. It's on Robinhood. Robinhood, you could trade whenever. So let's see. Let me throw this in the volume. Oh, the volume might not even register. Arca, FINRA. I'm trying to see if it's going to give me... Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't get the volume, but ironically, this thing already triggered all day today. So yeah, somebody fucking knew. Because this thing traded almost double its 10-day volume by close. So that's not including anything after hours. So let's see. VWAP 196. That's not including after. Yeah, but so like I'm saying, most of the prices were executed at a way lower price, but it already surpassed volume before anything. Everything else checks out though. Nothing else unusual. It just had high volume. The press release was 7 hours ago. I don't see that. Oh, wait. No, I see they launched a platform in the morning, but they didn't mention NVIDIA. That's why. So yeah, they announced something this morning about a platform, but they did not mention NVIDIA. So that's why. And then now NVIDIA selected them to collaborate. Bro, it's still going? That's crazy. Wow, Chad, we did it. Okay, well, you could... Oh, it's almost free. What the fuck? That's crazy. How much was it? Yeah. I just got a bunch of shares for free, bro. Oh, UNH and CVS. Yo, something's happened on Medicare land. Dude, I'm just chilling. I should be doing leg day. That's it. I got a bunch of free shares, though. Honestly, just make it free and we can hold it forever. And we're the first ones who fucking got it. Call it a day, Chad. So yeah, I have shares now. I got all my money back. So all that money you saw me click around, I got all of my money back. All the money I invested is back in my account. And now I have a couple hundred shares remaining for free. Literally. So like, no exaggeration, I have a couple of hundred shares for free. Just off of that 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah, all the Medicare companies just got washed. I'll check that, but I want to go. I want to go home. I just want to pray. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. They get so mad. You just want to pray and chill, you know? The Lord will be here. The market was closed. Yeah, it is closed. We're just fucking it up after hours. I don't know why, but hey, if the Lord will provide, man. That's what I've been telling y'all. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. Nice. Still going up. That's it. I'm holding them. This thing, if it goes back to 20, who gives a shit? But again, you could gamble and make it free. Again, I did my job. You got in early. But the idea is that now I just didn't want to. I could have kept gambling and made more money if I wanted to. And we could have pushed it into tomorrow. And then we played, oh, why do I sell so early? But again, no matter what happens, all my money is back. So yeah, you're not going to make as much money if it goes crazy. You're not losing. So yeah, I'm excited. And then the CMA launches expanded Medicare audit strategy. Ooh, to recover past overpayments? Uh-oh. Yeah, dude. Dog, that's crazy. So this was already in motion, but now with everything going on, remember, they're worried that that UNH engaged in Medicaid fraud. Bro, they're saying up till 2018. So that means all of their earnings from 2018 till today, or till 2024, will be scrutinized. So again, nothing could happen. It could be nothing. Otherwise, your worst case scenario on UNH, if they find any fraud, they're going to claw back all of that money and some. So yeah, that's your risk. That's why the best healthcare company is trading at the biggest discount right now. So literally, like price to earnings, you can't get anything in healthcare as good as UNH right now. UNH has the best price to earnings for that level of quality and earnings. But at the end of the day, that's kind of your risk. What just happened? My desk, like, was there an earthquake? NVTS. The fuck? You can't, man, are you crazy? Oh, maybe I should have held it. No, I'm kidding. You guys see why you make it free and don't care? Because we do this a lot. So don't trip, bro. Somebody new? Nah, it was like I said, the volume already broke records. It was well above average this morning, but they had another like press release announcement, and then that just hammered it home. The Wells Fargo of healthcare. Yeah, pretty much. But either way, that's now, I think you guys just might be exposed to, more years of clawbacks, which would be worst case scenario. President host NCAA Men's Championship. This is how we know it. Friday night, and it's slaughter right. The party's hit on the chat side, so I reach for the thought term, and it goes up. Alright, Chatadonia. We got some money after the bell. So look at number 2. Don't fall for it. Somebody missed the first one and they like, Yeah, so continued NASDAQ listing to complete merger with 2020 Labs. Yeah, dud. All right, Chad. Well, we'll see where NVTS is in the morning. You got free shares, so it should not affect your account unless it's positive. See, that's how it works. But I love you, Chad. Thank you for being here, and for real, man, like, actually, thank you for the peace, bro. Thank you for the lack of confusion, and that's what I've been looking to provide, and thank you for meeting me halfway, bro. That's what I'm talking about. This is the answer, bro. I'm just telling you, I hope so. Make the most of it. So God bless you. Go get a good workout in. I'll see you tonight, unless I'm too tired. Other than that, enjoy your evening. God willing, I'll see you in the morning. And don't forget why we're here, why we keep going, why that faith, hope, and love ain't never going out of style, and why, my friends, the feelings don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. All you gotta do is believe and be at peace. No more cycles. That's it. That's it, baby. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Oh. Clear Lake nears $5 billion private debt for Dun & Broad Street. All right, man. Well, there's so much after hours, bro. My goodness. Well, let's see. But Chad, enjoy your evening. Thank you again. I'll see you in the morning and tonight, God willing. And peace out. Hey, come on, sir, the president. What do you mean? UNH. Should I buy it, Chad? Oh, no, never. This music's so relaxing. Oh, never mind, Josh. I know the answer. Never mind, Josh. I came to my senses. All I needed was the music, Josh. Holy crap, I see it now. I see it better. I see it clearly. I did cause a bunch of inflation. I was the worst president. I see it now. Wow. Oh. Well, I could have told you that, Joe. I do like it. I like the music. But people are still dying, Josh. They're dying. They're dead. Dead. They're literally dying. And you want to ask me about a plane? You're a stupid person. I think you're really out of touch. Even if I gave you a hand, I think you'd still be out of touch. I know. Terrible. These people, NBC, CBS, ABC, I might outlaw the whole alphabet. That's how dumb you guys are. That's it, ABC. How come ABC? ABC can't even get their ABCs right. It's a shame. Have a good one. Goodbye.